What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? How we doing? Welcome to another installment of the Casually Chelsea Show. I am your host, Marshall DBX, Casually FC, accompanied by the starting panel of Prime, Scott, and Oliver. You guys already know what to do in the chat. If you're here, welcome. Be sure to smash up the like button on your way in. Be sure to also subscribe to the channel if you're new here, if you just discovered us. Plenty of Chelsea content on the channel for you to view and enjoy, so be sure to subscribe. Come on back here and be a part of the community. And last but not least, be sure to check out memberships. There's 4 different tiers starting at 99p. Big up to every single one of you. Got not a lot of news to discuss today, but a lot of topics to really go over. Maybe some things that some of you may have missed from earlier in the week from the call-in show, and maybe some reactions after the match in regards to the current state of affairs at Chelsea, some of the scandals with this whole Kinetic thing that people have been, it's been doing the rounds over on Twitter. Reactions, I guess, to the appointment of Rosenior and what's been happening around the Blue Co world as a result. And some pressure that might be on Egbhali as a result of recent things, and just kind of putting it all out there in terms of some of the news and the rumors and the stories that have been coming out in regards to what's been going on behind the scenes at Chelsea. So you guys already know what to do. I said it earlier in the show. If you just tuned in, smash up the like, subscribe, check out the links in the description, all that fun stuff, and then check out memberships, 4 different tiers at 99p, or starting at 99p. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and get started, guys. We'll start off with this this first bit of news. Not really news, I guess. Insight of what's going on over at Strasbourg with a certain player. Paez at Strasbourg is struggling a little bit, and as far as I'm aware, he's not been playing nearly as much as we initially thought he was going to be playing, and partially it's said to be due that he can't get a rhythm of the league, and his lifestyle hygiene isn't optimal. L'Equipe via the Footy Mercado reporting this, and we know L'Equipe is somewhat of a reliable source in terms of French news, anything related to the French league and French international players and all that fun stuff. What I'll say to this is that, I mean, there's been somewhat of I'm not really surprised if this is true, considering when he was 17 or 16, he was caught out in a club with other Ecuadorian international players. It was like an adult gentleman's club, and he was caught being out there as a minor and all that fun stuff. So there's already a trend here of perhaps, bad discipline outside of the football side of things. In terms of his playing minutes, I'm gonna have to look that up very shortly as we're doing the show, just so I can see what his minutes has looked like. But 14 matches, 1 goal for Strasbourg in Ligue 1 is not necessarily painting yourself in the most wonderful light. in terms of progression and what we're expecting or what we were to expect from Paez in terms of the hype and all the praise that he was coming to Europe with. But I mean, what do you? Okay, so I'm looking at it right now. 717 minutes played in 20 starts. So not really much happening with Paez. Opinions panel. Is this disappointing to hear? Maybe just bar for the course in terms of our recruitment. What do we think?
I don't know, like, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like sad to hear in a sense of like him having a future here, because you see the constant overturn of the players. Like, I don't know whether he really had a future here anyway. I think it sucks from his perspective, because obviously, like, we've seen before where with players that even if they have talent, if the mindset isn't fully in it, they're going to struggle and they're going to suffer. I hope that doesn't happen to him. Outside the fact he's just our player. Yeah, like, I don't know. The loan move obviously hasn't gone well for him, which I find odd, but not entirely surprising in terms of you look at the other players who were there also trying to fit in that same system. There's been reports of him being linked to Ipswich as well, which I think could be good for him. But like, I don't know how successful that would be. But I do think he needs, like, he probably needs a change of scenery at this point.
Yeah. Consistent run of games, because I'm looking at his minutes. He's not accomplished a single 90-minute match. Only three matches that I see here, he's gotten more than 45 minutes. So there's 3 matches here where he's been hooked at halftime.
Is that including the French Cup, by the way?
Just League One.
Just League One, okay.
Coupe de France, that's the French Cup. No minutes played. No minutes played, no starts.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Conference League, he's had 280 minutes. Let me see if he's had any 90 minutes here. Okay, so against Bratislava, he had 87 minutes. 73 minutes against Jagiellona. I can't pronounce that, bro. Jagiellona. Jagiellonia. I think that's maybe how you say it.
I know this one. I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah, it's just, I guess the managers are seeing something in him that is just convincing them that he's better off coming off the bench or being hooked at halftime or coming on at halftime. Yeah, the minutes just aren't there for a player that there was a lot of hype around him that he was going to be. We got him around the same time we got Santos. So it was that level of hype of like, this player is going to be a really, really big player for their national team. He's got a bright future, South American talent, all this, especially Paez coming from the same academy that you have the likes of Pacho and Moises Caicedo coming out of, so on and so forth. So it's disappointing to see. And I guess it's kind of what Scott was saying. Like, for me, it's kind of par for the course. There's going to be some hits. There's going to be some misses. And like, this is the same thing goes for Kenda, right? Like, I'm not getting my hopes up on Kenda, although people seem to really, really speak highly on him. Until I see him play in the Prem, until I see him in person.
The one thing I will say, Marshall, is I don't think it's indicative of the scouting, right? Because for the most part, we keep hearing that, like, they've tried to avoid players with attitude issues, so to speak. I just find it funny that this never came up in anything prior to him joining Chelsea in terms of they didn't manage to spot this.
Yeah.
Whether there was issues in Ecuador or whatnot is kind of moot, to be honest, because my overall point is they didn't spot this, and this wasn't, even if they did, this was deemed as fine.
Yeah.
But Osimhen had an attitude issue, which was too much. Duran had an attitude issue, which was too much. Cherky had an attitude issue, which was too much. At least 2 out of the 3 of the players I've just named are killing it in the last year and a half they've played, but were deemed too, whatever for Chelsea. I don't think it's indicative of the scouting, because, like, you can't always fully see the attitude stuff. I just find that most of the time it's just bullshit. Like
I
this
agree.
whole attitude thing, unless it's it's blatantly obvious, like a Vinicius Junior, who this is why I don't know if we're going to talk about it. The whole Vinicius thing, I don't believe, because he's got a huge ego and a huge attitude problem, especially when stuff doesn't go his way. So there's no chance we sign him if we weren't going to sign Cherky and Osimhen and these guys.
Mhm.
But yeah, like it's just more examples of just being fed bullshit about other players because the attitude has clearly never been an issue when it comes to scouting players.
Yeah, I mean, before I close out on this, Prime or Oliver, do you guys want to chip in on this topic, or you want to move on to the next one?
I can say a few things, and obviously there's no way to quantify the effects this had on whatever's going on with Paez at Strasbourg, but I look at the way we handle things. I hope I'm getting it right that it was him that this happened to. Didn't he basically spend the first half of last year on sabbatical?
Yes.
Yeah.
So
so he had no football for 6 months.
Yeah, their season finished. They won the league, I think, or they finished second, however it happened. And yeah, he spent the next 6 months either in Strasbourg or at Cobham, just touring both teams, basically.
I just feel like he's more or less been a bit messed about in a sense, and that's not to take away responsibility from him because, we're all accountable for our own actions at the end of the day. There's got to be some responsibility for him and his own performances and attitude or whatever. But at the end of the day, we're having him on a 6-month sabbatical from football, getting used to England, and then, you're going to France. And then that whole fiasco where he was meant to be with the Club World Cup squad and then wasn't. It's just riddled with inconsistencies there and poor planning, in my opinion. Again, I don't know how you quantify that, but that has to play a role somewhere, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure it does to an extent. It is this is the thing. I think Chelsea never put themselves in a position where things can go smoothly. At least these owners operating it currently. There's always had to be some fiasco. It always has to be messy. It always has to be burning bridges. And you hear it all the time from all these agents, all these people that speak on Chelsea prior. I mean, look at Nicholas Jackson right now. The bridge has been burnt, and that's definitely a result of butting heads with the ownership, what they want, what Jackson wants versus Maresca. No one's has their hand clean in this situation, but with the Paez thing, I'm sure all the messiness of, I'm without football, professional football for 6 months. Oh, you're telling me now I have to go to Strasbourg preseason early because you didn't want me at Club World Cup, but then I was there for the training and everything. It's it's messy. And going back to what Scott was saying too with the attitude stuff, I agree with him. I think it's all bullshit. I think it's all smokescreen to essentially get away with the fact that you just don't want to pay the highest price for the best quality out there. Cherky, attitude issues. We're not seeing attitude issues right now at City. Who else was there? It doesn't matter. Osimhen as well, attitude issues. Although I agree, he could be very flary. Let's stop pretending that we didn't buy players that also were rumored to have attitude issues in Garnacho. I mean, say what you want, believe what you want about Jadon Sancho. Jadon Sancho came with baggage from United, and there was no issues getting him on loan. Misha, very active on socials prior to joining Chelsea. Maybe there could have been a sign there this guy is very active on his socials. This could be a problem. And maybe he manages his own. And it has led to issues where you saw the gym pick stuff. Now with all this other, there's disciplinary signs there. I'm sure that they're just overlooking for the sake of saying, oh, yeah, it's an attitude issue. That's why we didn't get him. But the reality is, oh, no, this is a better bargain for our buck. Any final thoughts, Prime? Anything before I close it out and move on to the next thing?
Some of the best players that play the game have some sort of an attitude issue. I don't see why that's a problem. That's part of what makes them who they are, the drive and the hunger to succeed.
Yeah, but you could get away with it when you've already shown something. You know what I mean? Mbappe can get away with it because Mbappe has done what he's done.
That's literally what I said, though. That's my point. The best players have that, so I'd rather have the best players. as opposed to
I see what
like
you're saying.
buying mediocre, like what we've been doing, and trying to dress up as some sort of great project. Also, this ownership have shown that when they don't get their way in something, that they have no problem with trying to taint the narrative. Look at how we've managers that have left in when Poch left, when Maresca left, and on when you started to come out about to paint them in the negative. Bro, it's just yeah. We'll see. But this if you're talking about this Kendry Paez stuff, I don't know. I've not been, I guess, really watching him at Strasbourg, but
Well, you can't because he's not
like,
playing.
well, yeah, I don't know. Like, there's no real plan. We just stockpile players and don't really give them real time because there's always a young talent breaking out every season. So they're gonna forget about the one that they have just to get the next guy to break through. It's just so weird. But
yeah,
I don't know. Whatever, man.
I agree, man. Whatever. All right, cool. Let's move on to the next one, which is we'll get this out of the way. Some of it is a waste of time. So I'm just throwing paint at the wall, seeing what sticks. If there's anything of interest to you guys, I'm just gonna name it out and go through the list real quick of rumors that have been spreading about certain signings we're linked to. Doubtful that any of these could happen, but it's one of those kind of just, all right, well, that's a name I heard of. We were linked early. Let's see if it actually happens in the summer or maybe even next season. I don't know. All right, first one on the list here. According to Rudy Galetti, Chelsea are eternally working on a possible bid for Abubakar Sadi Kinte. After approaching the Gambian center back to gather info, the English club is now assessing next steps. Tromso value him at 6 to 7 million euro. Other top clubs are also in the mix, but CFC stance is one to watch. What team does this guy play for?
Tromso. It says they're a Norwegian team.
Oh, it's a Norwegian team.
Tromso. That's the team. They're Norwegian.
Okay.
Yeah,
I see. I understand now.
Yeah, who?
Yeah, it's a center back. I don't know who.
Another Saul, bro.
Yeah. There's another player here that we were linked to as well from The Guardian. Apparently, Chelsea are planning to improve their attack next summer and also want to find cover for Enzo Fernandez and Caicedo. But mostly, there is a focus on the future with the recruitment team monitoring youngsters such as Jeremy Jacquet and Dilian Nguessan. I think that's how you say that. I'm just going to move on to more about Jeremy Jacquet. Chelsea are scouting various players in various positions with Rennes center back Jeremy Jacquet and Saint Etienne forward Dilian Nguessan amongst the names. And this came out today, so even more links from transfer news as well as Football Insider here. Chelsea and Arsenal have joined Liverpool in the race to sign Jeremy Jacquet from Stade Rennais. All three are considering defensive reinforcement in January, with Man City and Real Madrid also monitoring the situation. This could be legit. It could be good. I haven't seen. Well, I guess I technically saw Jeremy Jacquet play the other day when Rennes were up against who were they up against recently, like last week. It's Ahmed's team. I was watching because it was a hate along. Oh, it was Lille. So they beat Lille 2-0. I don't. Did he play? Let me see. Maybe I watched him. Yeah, he was there. So I watched him play a little bit. Wasn't really paying close attention to him. But they kept a clean sheet against Lille, and that's with Olivier Giroud in that team. So ain't no small thing there. But and Rennes played pretty decently, to be fair. But I don't know much about this kid outside of that. I've seen him in passing. Anyone know anything about Mr. Jacquet over here?
Nope.
Okay. We move on to the next one. All right, this is more familiar territory. So Ben Jacobs on Talk Sports said the following about Chelsea targets. Elliot Anderson is one of the players on their radar. Adam Morton is appreciated. Those are expected to be summer sagas, as well as possibly another defender. Possibly. I would hope it's another defender, my friend. But I think Chelsea would be quite happy with a quiet January and then the vast majority of their business in the summer. Listen,
Yes.
as long as it actually leads to an Elliot Anderson or a Wharton in the summer, then fine. But I just don't believe or trust this ownership to actually get business done.
Bring me my Wharton, man. Bring me my Wharton and get rid of Lavia. Bring.
Get rid of Enzo as well while you're at it.
I mean, what if we get both and get rid of both?
I don't rate Anderson that highly. But why is there an echo? Okay, Chris
isn't here.
That's not Chris.
I figured.
No. That's not the echo. I don't rate Anderson that highly, but he's not fat, so yeah. Bring them both on. We're not buying a centre back, by the way. Anselmino and Mamadou Sarr are the centre backs. So
that's fair.
If we're not going to buy
Anselmino, put the fries in the bag, bro.
Scott, that's fine. Just get me Wharton, and it's fine. Whatever, get me Wharton. We're gonna spend another 100 million on two strikers in the summer.
Wait, before you say give me Wharton, I mean I know he's not been as injury prone as Lavia, but he's been not playing as much this season. Transfer market. Let me see what his injury record is looking like this season so far. Adam Wharton. But yeah, Elliot Anderson, Adam Wharton. Do you guys have a preference on which one it would be?
Wharton.
I think I like Wharton more too, to be fair.
You bring Wharton.
Yeah, I prefer Wharton to Anderson, especially in this system, especially seeing the way that Santos and what's his face, Santos and Caicedo played the other night, and also seeing how Lavia and Caicedo played. Yeah, get me Wharton. Sell Enzo.
Yeah.
I'll say it louder.
Allow
Enzo Fernandez.
Yeah, allow Wharton to sit, and Caicedo or Santos, they can go and be forward and do what they want to do, man. Yeah, bring me Wharton, man. Bring me Wharton. Yes.
Why do people like Elliot Anderson? Like, I technically have not seen Elliot
Anderson. I think
Anderson
it's
because he's a runner, bro.
Bland.
He's a runner. He's a runner. He's a dog. Like he's
I think
an
it's
engine midfield, but I think he's good. But he's overrated. He's overrated.
I think it's because he's got a little bit of everything. Like, he has got the stuff Prime said in terms of, like, he actually gets about the pitch quite a lot. But then, like, you see from, like, the stats and whatnot, he actually does have the passing and, like, the stuff going forward. It's because he's, like, it's because he used to be a 10. So he actually has the, like, the passing and stuff like that. Like,
the attacking prowess.
To be fair, the way Arthur's put it is, like, a really simplified way of putting it. But he's kind of like a technical Gallagher in terms of he's got the running like Gallagher has, but he understands how to, like, pass.
How old is he? Because I know Wharton, I'm looking it up right now. Wharton is
like 23, 21. I think.
Oh, he's young.
Yeah, but with Anderson, he doesn't offer us anything different. Wharton would.
Well, I mean, if you want to replace Enzo,
Wharton is that actual sitter that we actually need. But with Anderson, like.
Oh, you're right. Yeah, because
we need someone.
I see what you're saying now, Prime. Yeah.
Listen, I love Caicedo. He's not. Out of all his best attributes, him being a sitter is probably the worst one. I look at Santos. I don't want him to sit either. When I look at his best attributes, Lavia is the only one who can really do that, and he doesn't stay fit. And Enzo's fat, so just break the bank on Wharton. I don't care. Listen, I'm fat too. I'll fat shame. Listen, if we're gonna break the bank on someone, that'd be Wharton. We're not gonna get me a centre back. At least get me one.
How many midfielders do you think that we need in total? Like central midfielders, I mean.
How many do we currently have now?
5.
Caicedo, Santos, Enzo. If you count Lavia and Isugu. 5. But since Lavia's not played, has he played this season? Lavia?
He's played that one game, I think.
A little bit.
One game, and then he got injured the next one.
Yeah, I think he played Liverpool in like one other game and then got injured again.
Okay. Yeah. Liverpool. Yeah. I'm not gonna include him. So we have 4 midfielders, and Isugu's barely played either. That brings it down to 3. Maresca barely used Santos, So it's been Caicedo and Enzo used. So, but no, yeah, I if we sell Enzo, which I probably think it's gonna happen, we'll probably try and get rid of Lavia, but because he's not fit, he can't even be fit enough to
If
sell.
we don't get UCL football, I can definitely see Enzo going.
Yeah, I think
Or
Wharton,
he should go anyway, man.
because with Palace, it looks like Glasner's leaving in the summer. The way he's gone, that team is gonna get broken apart. So we have to go for Wharton. If we don't, then like City will try and get him. He'll go to Man United and rot away. Like we need to make sure we get Wharton, bro.
At least with Wharton, we've been linked to him way before he made
Went
a
to
name for
Palace.
himself in Crystal Palace.
When he was at Blackburn, the season he went to Palace in January,
We played against him.
Yeah, that summer we were linked to him.
Was it? I thought it was January, like, wasn't it?
Maybe
Oh.
I don't remember. I
think
No,
it
we
was
were
January.
linked-
We
We
were-
were linked.
yeah.
We were linked in the summer as well.
Well, yeah, in the summer I remember we were.
Yeah, the
linked.
summer that he moved to Palace, I think we were linked as well. Yeah.
So maybe there's something
moved in
there where
January.
we've built
I think it
something.
is.
Oh, never mind then. Yeah.
But yeah,
I think-
I mean,
Bro, I hope
there's a possibility we get Wharton. That's not out of the question. I think, realistically, I mean, what I think is definitely out of the question is this one. And Scott brought it up. And honestly, I completely forgot about this whole story. Breaking. Chelsea are preparing a 160 million
Yeah, of
euro
course
offer
we are.
to sign Vinicius Jr. this
Of
winter.
course we can.
So we
That's the
spent
biggest lie.
under 100 million on 2 young left wingers, just to go and spend 65 million on Semenyo in January, just to go and spend 160 on Vinny in the summer. So how much is that? That is what, like almost
That's
300
million. It's over 300 million on 4 players.
on 4 left wingers, and arguably one of them is world class, depending if you rate Vinny on that level or not. That's crazy, man. All right.
Do you know what's jokes, by the way? There's so much to unpick with this, but the place I want to start is, where are all the people telling us that we got no money, that we got UEFA caps and we can't buy this player and we can't buy that player because we got no money?
That's what I'm saying.
I thought we had no money. I thought we had to sell to buy. That's why we had to get rid of all the likes of Jackson and these, man, because we had to sell to
It feels
buy.
like
to get one player in.
man.
Yeah, we
I
had to
know.
get one player out to get one player in.
I'm confused by that too, because I assumed that was the thing, that we couldn't really, like, we had to sell the buy.
No, I told people before it's bullshit because Prime. Do you know why I didn't believe that? Do you know the moment I didn't believe that?
Yeah.
When we slapped 40 million down for Fermin Lopez, because what would we have done if they said yes?
That also confused me. Yeah, but
Bro,
we were trying to get
we have
Xavi
won-
Simmons that summer. We were trying to get Xavi Simmons as well. Before
Yeah, but the
Fermin,
thing with the Simmons one was, right, at least with the Simmons one, you could say, like, we weren't fully interested. It was a smokescreen. It was this, it was that. We literally bid 40 million for Fermin Lopez. It's been confirmed by Fermin himself as well. So,
was that
again,
after
what would-
Garnacho?
yes, that was literally on deadline day.
Oh,
We bid 40 million
yeah,
for Fermin,
Yeah.
which he's confirmed. So what would they have done if Barcelona said yes? Would we have just gone, lol, jokes, and tried to, like, pull out of the deal? Like, what would we have done? Like, would we have been, so we'd have been fucked by UEFA then?
Also, Scott,
Or would we have
No
just
one-
not registered him? Sorry, Prime, before you go. Would we have just not registered Fermin Lopez for the Champions League squad?
I mean, to be fair, that's what we were going to do with Buonanotte. So
yeah, he's not in the Champions League squad.
if we replace Buonanotte with Lopez, that's exactly what was going to happen anyway. Like with Buonanotte. I think that was what Lavia's injury meant, that Buonanotte got into the UCL registry.
Injury.
Oh, no, it's 2 goals. Okay, that's fine then, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Scott, you know, after Maresca left, you know, there was reports that Maresca wanted a centre back, and they said that if something like, if we get a centre back, then we have to sell Achupong or something. So basically, we should just use Achupong. But how does that make sense? Because we wanted Huijsen in the start of the summer.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we would have bought Huijsen and sold
It makes
Achupong
sense.
anyway.
There's so many
Or-
contradictories
like,
in this fucking.
I hate this ownership, bro.
Yeah, I do.
You and
too.
me both.
They probably gassed themselves up enough to think they were going to sell Disassi, to be honest.
They're
You know
just
what? That
gas,
could be
mate. That's
valid.
all it is.
That
Like,
could be
and
valid.
do you know what's jokes? some of these morons in the fan base actually believe them.
No, but
Believe-
just because most people don't really know, I assume that's how it was working because I saw the reports and I don't know. I just assumed so because I guess it kind of makes sense, one out, one in. But
Yeah.
if we're trying to bid 160 on Jack, Vinny, where are we getting the money from?
Yeah, that's what I'm
It's
saying.
dumb.
Like I'm
So dumb.
feeling like this is an Ineos situation where, like last season, if you guys remember it, Dan Ratcliffe, right? That's his name or whatever his name.
Jim.
Jim Ratcliffe, whatever.
Dan Ashworth, the two people you're
Okay.
getting confused.
Thank you. The dyslexia hit me. Also, I haven't slept, but I mean, it's reminding me so much of that situation where Jim Ratcliffe comes out and says, "Hey, there's no money, Gary. There's no money." And then what do? They spend 500 million on a brand new attack in the summer. It's like, wait, I thought you said there was no money, and they didn't make anywhere near enough sales to even justify that. Actually, let me look up what their outgoings look like. It wasn't that much.
They didn't. Man United never make money on sales. Like historically, they
Yeah.
don't.
Oh, they're very bad, yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And now they just have to pay a severance fee out to Ruben Amorim. So
Oh, yeah.
Nope.
The last time, I think the
Yeah,
last
you
time United
fucking-
made money on a player sale was probably like Ronaldo, and that was like,
No, they made money on Scott McTominay.
oh yeah, so
Yeah.
that's pure profit. That's pure profit. Yeah.
So in terms of arrivals,
Does no one hear that
total
echo?
market value of arrivals.
Yeah, I hear it as well. I don't know where it's coming from.
It's Oliver whenever he unmutes. That's it. It's fine. Yeah. Where the fuck is this? Am I reading the right thing? Wait. Bueno. This can't. Oh, maybe I over exaggerated. All right. So total market arrival was 332 million euros for United. Departure. Oh, total market value of departures was 241 million euros. Interesting.
Oh yeah, we gave money, United money
Sum
for
of
Garnacho, but that's also pure
74
profit.
million euros was their sum. I mean, if you look at the sum, okay, yeah. So they've definitely spent 10 times more. Not 10 times, more like 8 times more what they actually brought in. So yeah, there's no justifiable reason why they were able to spend so much money other than the fact that Jim Ratcliffe was just lying about their financial situation. So that's how I feel with the Blue Co. I feel like there's probably lies amongst the lies of everything that's being told. It's all just PR. And
I'm also
BS.
as well like I don't even know if I believe the Wharton one, just because I don't think these guys will spend the money, to be honest.
See, at least the thing with the Wharton one is like there's at least been like a crumb trail of, okay, you've been linked with him in previous seasons. There's always some interest there. It was a name that was put out there. Elliot Anderson is one I don't believe because that's brand spanking new, you know?
things like those crumbs are 2 years old though, Marshall. That's the only thing I'd say about that.
But for me, Marshall, it's the money. Like the Elliot Anderson one, I can kind of believe in a sense of like it would make sense, right? But they're not going to spend the money. I made this point, I think, on Lewis's channel, and I went to have a look. Outside of or since Caicedo, do you know who the most expensive or the most money we've spent for a transfer is?
Enzo, right?
No, that was same.
Nope.
That was
Since Caicedo. Enzo was before Caicedo.
Gittins?
Oh, probably Neto, right?
Oh, Neto.
João Pedro,
Wow.
How much was João Pedro?
62 million euros.
Oh my god, that's disgusting.
That's the most we've spent on a single player, since Caicedo, 2 years ago.
Brighton premium, man. It's that Brighton tax. Yeah, it's. I don't know. In my opinion, I don't think
Which,
anything's
by the
going to
way,
happen
was
with
the
a lot of these
equivalent-
players.
Just so people are aware, it's the equivalent of about £54 million. It would cost us 100 mil to sign Wharton, maybe 80 with some good add-ons in there. That's 30 more. That's 30 more than we've spent on any player since Caicedo, which these owners have already said they're not spending that kind of money on any more players.
But honestly, I've said this previously already. I would just go for freaking Gahey. I think he's
like that ship is sailed, man.
There's too many people in for Guehi. Like he's gonna go City.
I was about to say, Marshall, do you know what makes the whole Gehi situation funny? Where are the people that didn't rate him before when you now have the 3 best clubs in England in the league after him? Where are you now?
Oh, I'm still here. He's still overrated.
I think he was referring to Marina and Roman and.
Oh, no, I wasn't even referring to Marina and Roman.
Oh, okay, because I mean, on the bright side, at least we have first refusal, so we are linked to it.
Like, listen, Guehi's like I don't think Guehi's trash. I think he is good, but I still think he's overrated. He's not like I don't see him becoming this world class center back or anything.
Yeah.
I don't even think he's top class, but he is a solid defender.
I would say he's top class, but
I don't.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, well, if he goes to City or Liverpool and he upgrades them, then hey, I'll be proven wrong on that. But as of right now, I don't. There are other center backs I would rather get, obviously, but this ownership won't get that. So
yeah,
we probably should have just got Guehi then. But hey,
yeah. At this point, I can just hope that these youngsters that they recruited surprise us. That's it. Yeah. We'll see what happens. That's the state of the club right now in terms of transfers. Let's talk about some injuries. Some not important than others. I mean, I don't know. Like, it's just news for the sake of news at this point. But I figured I'd bring it up since we're since I do a news show pretty much. Okay, so do a little bit of a injury update. Just slipping on my tongue there. Okay, cool. Egbhali will return to Chelsea to receive injury treatment. His loan is terminated. Another loan terminated for Egbhali due to injury. Great scouting.
And this was a great transfer, wasn't it?
Yeah. I forgot how much we paid for him. I'll look
10
in
mil.
a minute. Okay. We'll sell him for fucking...
Egbhali, he's another one, right? He was Strasbourg were supposed to buy him, but because they didn't have the money, we ended up buying him. We loaned him to Strasbourg, and that whole thing has failed now. And now he's on our books still.
And he's back at Chelsea because I guess he got a season-long injury.
Is he not on loan at Ipswich? Or not Ipswich?
No, he was on loan. He was at loan at Watford. He got injured.
Oh my god! I really hate this ownership.
Yeah, it's not great. I mean, listen, in terms of like, you can't predict injuries and stuff, but this is one of those signings that was like, why? You know, I remember when it initially happened, it was just like, I feel like this is unnecessary. Because I think people were more concerned with, he's a left back, but I think people were more concerned with, what's his name, that went to Strasbourg, then got recalled, and now he's at Swansea.
Oh, what? Samuel Smith?
Samuel Smith, yeah.
Apparently he might get his loan terminated as well, I saw today, and sent somewhere else.
Oh, great.
That's fantastic. So yeah, these loans are just not, a lot of these loans have just been such utter failures. And yeah, we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it, see what happens. I don't think that kid's ever gonna come to Chelsea. Another player that is currently injured is Kenda. He's been at Chelsea training at the Chelsea training base in Cobham over the last few days as he continues to rehab after surgery following a foot injury he suffered last month. The 18-year-old winger impressed by club facilities and is set to be in the UK for the rest of January. So if you're in the UK, you happen to be near the Cobham ground, keep an eye out. You might run into Kenda. And then lastly, this came out today. Take it with a pinch of salt. It's coming from not the most reliable source, but hey, there's no smoke without fire. This could be possibly true. So breaking, according to Speedline, Chelsea boss Liam Rosenior has revealed Cole Palmer has not been fully fit for much of the season, with outgoing minor issues affecting his performances. The midfielder was rested as a precaution and will now be assessed ahead of Wednesday's clash with Arsenal as Chelsea determine whether he is fit enough to feature. Now, I think most of us already knew he's been playing with a groin injury, so it's not really news that he's not fit, but Rosenior did come out and say Reece, Gusto, Palmer were more precautionary, benched options just to be safe with their minutes and all that. And to be fair,
No, they were left at home. They weren't even in the squad.
Yeah, they were left out completely, and that's okay considering, you know, with the quality that we have, the depth that we have, there should be enough quality there to put away a side like Charlton, and you know, Rosenior showed it last night, which is great. But yeah, man, if he is injured, just do the surgery, bro, or just
Didn't he get surgery?
No, he didn't.
No.
He avoided it.
The medical team apparently said he doesn't need it.
So what did he go through last season then? What was the summer about?
Well, he played through injury, the groin injury, and he's just been resting and doing probably physical training for the groin injury just to help it. But he's not full. It's not gone away. It's still there, you know. And groin injuries are tricky, so I hope he plays for Arsenal. But if he's gonna be as bad as he's been this season because of this whole groin injury situation, brother, get it checked out, get it fixed, do whatever you got to do. If you got to be out for the rest of the season, so be it. Because when you are on the pitch right now, it's like playing with 10 men. And I don't think I'm being harsh when I say that.
No, I agree.
So at that point, like, we're just better off without Cole Palmer if he can't play at his best. I'd rather just give the minutes to Esteval, or God forbid, João Pedro. Right, you know. But yeah, any reactions, guys, to the injuries or
No.
potential injuries?
I didn't. Oliver, could you mute yourself?
Go ahead, Brian.
Someone said this. I think it was Jimmy. I'm not sure, but someone said that. Hi, Alexis. Someone said that it's not going to be too long now until we start hearing reports about Palmer's not being fit all season.
I mean, we've already been hearing it. We know he's playing with a groin injury.
Then stop playing him.
I was gonna say, like, there are. This is where the huge list of PR starts to, like, what's the word? Contradict itself. Because, like, all we heard after Maresca got sacked was, like, he was ignoring, like, part of the problems that he found was having arguments with the medical team because of overplaying players, and they were telling him to rest players. But, like, that, well, if that's the case, then what's the issue with Palmer? Because he's not been overplayed.
No.
Like, he's not been overplayed once this season from the start of the league season, I mean, onwards. So
yeah, from the start of the league season, for sure.
So how is he injured and yet he's still playing?
Mm-hmm.
Like, as I said, this laundry list of PR they want to spin catches up to them because some of it contradicts each other. So not all of it is true, which I know it's not all true, or it just doesn't all add up. Because it's never going to add up, because you can't eternally spin the situation to look in your favor all the time. It doesn't work like that. Sooner or later, there's going to be stuff that reflects back on you, and you just have to hold the smoke and work through it and do better.
Yeah. It's, to me, time will tell. The truth will come out eventually. Has he been injured, or is he just in bad form? And like HA says, like, groin injuries are something that's tough to deal with. It's been said multiple times on this channel by multiple experts as well on social media and all that. So listen, I'm sure he's struggling through some pain. Players do play through pain. Players play through injury all the time. I understand that. And a groin injury is probably something you could play through. But again, I repeat, if this is affecting your form, and that's a major reason why we've been playing, like, when you're on the pitch, it feels like we're playing with 10 men, then just hang it up, bro. Get your surgery or whatever you need to do to fix up, and then come at it stronger when you're ready. Because
Just realised though, Marshall, there's one problem with that.
What's up?
It's a World Cup year.
He's not going to the
He's
World
going
Cup,
to.
man.
I know he's not, but he might be delusional. I don't know. I know he's not
Most
going. I know
players
he's not
are.
starting. He'll do what he can, probably.
Not even going at this rate. On form alone, there are at least 4 players, or 3 or 4 players in his position that will get ahead of him. So I don't know what he's thinking. Like, unless he thinks that he's going to magically turn around, which I want him to, by the way. That's not me saying I don't want him to. But I don't. Contrary to popular belief, I do not think Maresca was the reason why he was why he was not performing for most of the season. I don't think that like now Rosenior's in his form suddenly goes back to what it was under Poch, which I'm going to be honest, considering how good Morgan Rogers has played both for his league team and internationally when Tuchel's picked him, considering how we know what Bellingham's like in this team, and considering Foden's now upturn in form, it's going to kind of take a Poch second half of the season for him to get a look into the point where he can probably start. So, like I said, if I'm him, he won't do this. If I'm him and if I'm the team, for the next 2 months, I'm saying you get max 30 minutes off the bench every game. I don't care. Because I know they won't see it this way, and I know some fans don't see it this way. To me, this season's a complete write-off anyway. Like, I don't think we win shit. Maybe we get top 4. That's cool. Yay. But it don't really mean nothing, let's be honest. Get him in a similar situation to Colwell, which is obviously he's actually playing football. Get him ready for next season, where we're hopefully with a pre-season, with time to rest over the summer, because he won't be going to the World Cup. He actually can come back to like hopefully what we saw under Poch, or at least something similar, or at least what we saw like first half under Maresca. Yeah, the first half under Maresca. Like I said, I know the club won't do that. I know he won't do that because pride is a stupid thing, and Oliver's completely right. It's a World Cup year. He wants to play to try and get to the World Cup. And like I said, 100%. I know obviously they won't see the season as a write-off, but yeah, like I just think it's silly, man, for him to try and keep playing if he has got problems. If he hasn't, just fix up. Like, just kind of fix up.
I agree 100% wholeheartedly. Because we need him. He's one of those players that we need him to get going. Like, we can only do so much without him. I want to do more, and that requires him being available and helping us in that goal of just being able to be a better team this season. Okay, so injuries aside, I think we could start getting into the meat and potatoes of today's show. I don't know much about this whole Kinetic Scandal.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So
get Joe Shields out of the fucking club immediately, man.
I'm going to read, and as I'm reading it, I'm going to be learning about it. So
what is this, by the way? Because I know...
I'm going to find out in a second when I read it.
Okay, cool,
so let's dive into this. So this account came out with a few things in regards to this whole situation, and it's kind of blown up since. So Kinetic Academy is a hotbed of talent. Many new, fresh faces leading the Chelsea Academy have roots here or have left and worked with each other. That's normal in many industries. The video presents publicly available career information and does not allege any misconduct. Joe Shields, I guess, being the center of attention in regards to this, and kind of, if I'm understanding the bare surface level, what's going on with this is the networking and nepotism, in a sense, happening in terms of who is being hired for Chelsea work versus hiring people of quality. So let's continue more on this. So a major update, Callum McFarlane, former Kinetic coach, promoted from U21 manager to first team staff. Harry Hudson, co-founder of Kinetic, promoted from assistant under 18s to the U21 manager. He jumps to U18s manager, his boss, Hassan Suleiman. So he got ahead, he got the U21 position ahead of someone who was there.
It gets worse than this, by the way, Marco, as well.
All right, let's read into it. Major update according to this account. Dan Hogan, another former Kinetic coach who only joined months ago, is being promoted from U16 manager to U18 manager. Hassan Suleiman, UEFA Pro License, club's 18-year-old coaching veteran and U18's manager, is out of the role. So we chose a guy that just came in months ago versus someone who's been at the club for 18 years.
Who has a UEFA Pro license, which is the highest license you can hold in coaching. I think. Or there might be one more ahead of that.
I suspect corruption.
That guy, by the way, Hassan, he has higher qualifications than Callum McFarlane. Callum McFarlane has, I think, at most a B license.
And Callum is currently now assistant coach.
An assistant coach after being here for 6 months.
Yeah, it's.
I'm not having a great record, by the way. I don't know if anyone knows it. I couldn't tell you off the top of my head, but it wasn't a great record.
Oh, U21s, yeah.
Yeah, like his wins, lost, draws, not great.
Mm-hmm.
But there's nothing about this that like is good. Yeah, there's absolutely nothing like about this that is good. It's just full nepotism and just bullshit, like straight up.
Yeah,
as I said, like I went and looked at like McFarlane's like record prior to joining Chelsea. I've looked at Harry Hudson as well because I was interested. So Callum McFarlane's track record as a manager, quote unquote. So obviously he was at Manchester City. Surprise, surprise, as the U18s the U18s assistant manager. Then went to Southampton, was their under 18s manager. Then got promoted to the U21s. He was there for 5 months. He then comes to Chelsea and becomes he was kind of under 18s. Well, he was U16s manager for like one tournament and also under 21s manager. He was manager for about 5 months and then got promoted to caretaker manager and is now assistant coach under Liam Rosenior. This is despite the fact he has, like I mentioned earlier, insufficient coaching badges to even be considered for the role. He has at most a UEFA B license or whatever it's called. That's the highest qualification he has. He didn't even have the right coaching badges to technically coach us, I don't think, on like a full-time basis. So that's him. That's him, by the way. I think there's actually more to do with him, but I forget.
Well, let me read this because this has to do with Callum McFarlane. The meritocracy myth. This is coming from Todd Bowley era fan account, but again,
this is the one I saw.
The meritocracy myth, a timeline of corruption. If you think that Callum McFarlane promotion is about talent, you aren't paying attention. This is a hostile takeover. Here is a timeline on how the Kinetic Cartel hijacked Cobham from the qualified staff. The Strasbourg shuffle, the setup. To give McFarlane the U21 job, they had to clear the path. The move, they forced a previous under-21s coach, a club man, to Strasbourg. The reality...
By the way, sorry to interrupt, Martin. Apologies to interrupt. The person they forced to Strasbourg is still at Strasbourg. He was one of the assistant coaches under Rosenior. He suspiciously, curiously, you might say, hasn't come across with Rosenior. He's not one of the members of staff that's left with Rosenior to come and join. In fact, his position in the coaching staff, I believe, has been taken by McFarlane, or the equivalent position.
Yeah, and even with Strasbourg, he was a name in the bucket, but he ended up not getting the actual position. I forget who the name of the coach is. I'm sure we'll find out when we go to the Strasbourg. No. The one that
Felipe Coelho is the guy.
Yep. Yeah, Felipe Coelho.
Because I have a list as well. I also, because I decided to do this, I got a list of the under 21 managers we've had literally since 1995. And he was the under 21s manager for a whole year, or just over a year. He came from we got him from Benfica.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he came at the same time we got Maresca, right? Give or take.
Say again?
I think
roughly, yeah.
Around the same time we got Maresca, Felipe Coelho was part of the setup. I think so.
I think it was that summer, yeah.
Yeah, he came in July. I don't remember when we got Maresca.
Mm-hmm. I think it was around No, it was another time. Never mind. All right, continuing on with this. The reality, Strasbourg isn't a partner club. It's a storage unit. They use it to dump staff and players who are in the way of the Shield's Kinetic network. The 2-week miracle. McFarlane joined as a U18 assistant. 2 weeks later, he was handed the U21 head coach job. The lie, we are told he impressed. The truth, you cannot impress enough in 14 days to jump 3 ranks. The job was promised to him before he even walked in the door. It was a plant. And the license scandal, the smoking gun. This is the ultimate insult to every coach in the UK. Hassan Suleiman leapfrogged, UEFA Pro license, FA Elite Scheme graduate, 18 years at Chelsea. Callum McFarlane promoted, UEFA B license, 2 weeks at Chelsea. Harry Hudson promoted, 6 months at Chelsea. They looked at pro license holders with 18 years at Cobham DNA and said, no thanks, we'll take the guy with the B license who knows Joe Shields. This isn't an academy anymore. It's a job scheme for friends. They have replaced world-class standards with mates rates, and the culture is rotting from the inside. I mean,
yeah, this is the tweet I saw, which basically I got a lot of my information from. I don't think it's him, is it? But yeah, like it's bullshit. The Harry Hudson one, it's funny as fuck, by the way, because like at least the McFarlane one, it's obviously just like nepotism and it is just jobs for mates. But there's ways you can dress it up, right? I beg someone tell me, how do you dress this up? Okay, so Harry Hudson, his management career, he's managed Croydon. I can't pronounce that team. Glebe, Sevenoaks. He was a youth coach at Brentford for a year, I think. Wickham under-18 manager. Then from that, Chelsea under-18 manager, and now Chelsea U21 manager.
Mm-hmm. My biggest problem with this whole thing is because there's always going to be a degree of networking and nepotism when it comes to job acquisition, right? So there's no denying, like, yeah, this is going to happen eventually. What bothers me the most is that we leapfrog someone with more than enough experience to take us to the next level in terms of the under 21s and all this stuff, in favor of someone that we know. Like Hassan Suleiman should have been the one that was standing on the touchline when we need an interim. Hassan Suleiman should be the one that is getting an assistant coaching job next to Rosenior. Hassan Suleiman should be the one that, you know, is the one that should be training the U21s over McFarlane. It's just, that baffles me. That's like, to a certain extent too, any owner of any company or whatever, you have to keep your employees happy. And it's a lot easier to keep new employees happy because they're new to the job, they're not used to all the BS. You're just essentially trying to force out Hassan Suleiman. This is the way I see it.
They've given him as well
it's a disgrace.
I think his new job now, because obviously he's not U18 manager anymore, that is Harry Hudson. Actually, no, is it? Yeah, it's Harry Hudson. He's now doing some job with like he's doing some loan job, like with like the loan team or something.
Sure.
Like I don't even know what the job is, but he's basically been moved, so he's not coaching anymore, despite the fact he's got a UEFA Pro license.
Loans. I remember we went over it the other day.
Some to do with loans. You've taken a coach and have said, let's give him the loan job. Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, like it's bullshit. You took, regardless of my feelings in terms of at the top level with Cobham, you took what is unquestionably the best academy in terms of the number of talents you produced that can play at a minimum championship, if not Premier League level. Like we had the best in England.
Yeah.
In terms of for that. You took that, which was done by Neil Bath, and I forget the other dude who did it. You took that and have systematically, since they left, tried to destroy all of that.
Turn into a money.
You want to do this? You want to do this kinetic thing with Joe Shields? He is as bad as the rest of them. I need him gone. I'll say it again. I said this on Lewis's channel. I might have said it here. Clear Lake is the single worst thing that's ever happened to this football club.
Sure. Yeah, I can't disagree with that. I can't disagree with that at all. What I can disagree with is the amount of likes on this video. So we're 72 of you guys, and hey, we're only at 32 likes. We should be at 50. That's all I'm saying. Standards. Standards at Casually FC, guys. Let's hit that like button if you haven't done so already. But yeah, panel outside of Scott. I mean, any other thoughts on this whole Kinetic situation? Is it messy? Do you care? I mean, it's definitely messy in my opinion. I mean, it's just more to dislike on this ownership.
Oh, for sure, it's messy. And I'll tell you what, better late than never, I guess, when it comes to this fan base realizing what Joe Shields is and finally taking away the Cole Palmer credit in the bank from him, because everything else he's done at this club has been an utter failure. And even before then, as his career in senior football, chief scout at Southampton, got them relegated, dropped them from 15th to 20th in his only summer at the club. His only track record after, besides that, is as a youth scout. So what are we doing here? Why has he got so much power?
Yeah. And again, yeah, it's like you said, we're giving power. To be fair, this all just seems like from the bottom down, a buddy situation. Like, I don't know how, I guess buddy with Tony Bloom, with the whole Graham Potter situation. Ever since we got involved with Brighton, we've just wanted to network with Brighton and do trades with Brighton and take their coaching staff, take their scouts, take their best players, all this. Hey, you'll offer me a good price? All right, cool. Let's do this. We're buddy. And then from there, it's like, hey, you join my team. You let your friends come in. You know, we'll hire everyone. There's plenty of money to go around at Chelsea, all this bullshit. Fuck the team. We'll just pocket all the money. I don't know, man. It just seems like such capitalistic bullshit. It's so dumb.
I hate it, man.
It's like I'm watching American corruption happen to the U.S. To the Chelsea team right now. It's like I'm seeing it happen in the form of like a football team, and it's just, oh man, it's just so disheartening. Any final thoughts before we move on, guys? We're talking about fucking Kinetics and Xbox 360 accessories and shit.
They can all go to hell.
Yeah. I need a Jeffrey Epstein level scandal for these guys. I need anything. Get them out of the fucking club, please.
Investigations are gonna start happening, man. All right. Quick little benchmark here. Quick little benchmark topic before we move on to the whole 2-part PR saga that happened since the last time we did the show. Okay, so real quick, just talking on the players' attitude since Maresca left and how kind of praising what they were able to do in the absence of a coach and the way they handled the situation. So a meeting described as fairly informal was held with Winstanley and Stewart, explaining to Cole Palmer and others what had happened and what was coming next. McFarlane and his staff were also officially introduced to the squad, who, led by club captain Reece James, are said to have been extremely supportive of the situation he's in. Chelsea leadership group within the squad have held a meeting to talk about moving forward together as one and not allowing any standards to slip while managerless. The get-together included Reece James, toasted the...
Huh? We will never win.
Oh my god, bro. Let's talk about not letting the standards slip. Tosin, come talk with us. Oh man, all right.
Look at the last name on that list as well.
I get it.
look at all of those names on that list outside of Reece James and
Robert
Graham.
Sanchez. Enzo makes sense, man. Like
No,
Enzo,
fuck
you know,
man.
he
What kind of
puts his
leader
heart
is he?
out
Bro's
there.
trying to fight people on a
Man.
football pitch, and not in a good way, man.
He
He's as
stands
bad as
up
Ben
for
App.
people, at least.
Also, why is Caicedo not on this list? He's our third choice captain.
I have no idea. Probably because Caicedo is maybe not as outspoken as like Enzo.
Then why does he have the
Sanchez.
armband?
I don't know. Because he's more of a captain and more suited for captaincy in the midfield than Robert Sanchez.
Then
Or
he
Neto.
should be part of the leadership group.
Well, Prime, he's not. And if you were there, I'm sure he would have been there. What do we think about this whole leadership group? And listen, I'll say this.
Fuck the leadership
I
group.
think it's great that James got these guys together and at least said, listen, man, just because Maresca's gone doesn't mean we just drop off and we just say do fuck all. Even though Neto Neto didn't get that memo apparently. But with and that's the other thing with Neto too, like I feel like this guy is like, I'm getting to that point with him where it's like, you think you're better than what you actually are, don't you?
I hate his celebration, by the way, so much.
Yeah, I was hoping he wouldn't celebrate that way yesterday, but he did. Yeah, I just think it's, who are you hushing, bro? Hush yourself. Who are you not listening to?
Bro, he thinks he's Ronaldo, man. I said it before. I wish he was Bolivian. Then he wouldn't rate himself so highly.
Yeah, fair enough. But I mean, listen, I'm praising the team for at least trying to instill a mentality in there. CP, I just noticed you unmuted your mic. Did you have anything you wanted to add to this?
I hate that Tosin's part of this bullshit fucking.
Bro, I hate this whole thing, man.
I hate this fucking nonsense, bro. We literally have a fucking pen pal on this fucking club because he's besties with Palmer, who's also some dog shit. So you know what?
Did you not see the last segment, CP? It's jobs for the mates, you know?
I know.
Seriously?
Hey, CP, you're talking about besties with Palmer.
You're
talking about besties with Palmer, right? The lap is also Palmer's bestie.
Yeah. Okay. Anyways,
I hate this guy.
I know. Fuck my life. Yeah. Palmer, you better fucking start playing well, because you playing well was the only reason I gave a shit about Tosin and you being besties and fucking being happy. You're playing like shit, so he can fuck right off where the sun don't shine right now. That's all I gotta say. If you play well and drag this team, sure, I can hang on to this fucking 6'2", 6'6" green giant fucker who can't even fucking head a ball except for fucking blue moon.
It's true.
Fucking statue man. Every time he gets pressed, fucking, oh, I forgot how to fucking use my legs the second there's a counterattack. Oh, I'm so fucking pissed that I see every week I see this fucking leadership group. I see his name. I'm like, what the fuck does he do? Why is he here? Why does he exist?
Bro. Just unk, you know? We all have an
He's not my uncle, I'll tell you that.
Brother, I'm turning 30. What the fuck? This man's turning 28 and we're calling him an uncle. What the fuck is this nonsense, bro? I am so done with this bullshit.
Hey, CP, you'd be if you were at Chelsea in the Chelsea squad, you'd be called granddad.
It's like it's becoming like a generational thing, man. This fucking Gen Z youths, man, could go fuck yourself.
CP would actually be the second oldest player in the squad.
Fuck right off, bro.
Hold on, CP. I genuinely think you'd be the second oldest player in the Chelsea squad right now.
I know. I'm 29, bro. What the fuck? What the actual fuck?
Like, on a real, do you know how bad it is that the list of players that, like, when they leave, I'm going to celebrate like it's my birthday is growing longer by every day?
Dude, that's too many celebrations. Here's the thing. I can't have so many celebration streams, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm at this point of, like, I don't give a fuck. I'm not even, you know where when Kai Havertz left or, like, Mount left, like, I gave a fuck about them leaving. Now I'm at some of these players. I'm like, I'm not gonna have a celebration stream. Like, I'm not gonna be like, yay, they left. I'm like, fucking finally, man.
You're like, I can't even celebrate because I was kind of happy when the whole Mudryk thing happened, and then they gave me Garnacho. So.
No, but you know, Marshall, I feel like there's two reasons for this. Number one is, like, even if they sign shit players, I can still celebrate when shit players leave. Like, those aren't mutually exclusive things. The other thing is, like, you got to find some joy in life, right, when it comes to your football club. Like, we're shit, and it kind of sucks now, and it's all depressed, but I've got to find some joy, and that my joy is celebrating when certain shit players leave my football club. Like, that's where we're at the moment. But I've just got to take that for now.
I'm going to pre-pause. I don't know how this is going to be taken, so I'm just going to say pre-pause. I'm finding more happiness and delight from how the fans are acting towards this ownership than the rest of this football club. This is the first time I'm more happy with the fans and what shit they're doing publicly than what the football is. And, like,
how is that a pre-pause?
Yeah, I was kind of confused.
I was gonna say something else. I slightly changed it in my head right away. So that's
Okay,
good.
fair
We're good.
enough, fair enough.
Oh my god, you weird boy, man. Oh my god.
I don't
What?
know
What?
I was gonna
What? I didn't even say it. How the fuck are you reading my mind, bro?
You're weirdo. You're
What
weirdo.
is it? Oh my
Say
god! I
some
haven't
weird
even
shit,
said it.
huh?
You're a
You gotta
weirdo,
say
bro.
some such shit.
You're a weirdo. You're a
What the-
weirdo. You're a weirdo. You're a weirdo.
Anyways, like I'm
Yo,
trying to find more
Coco is
joy in
true.
hopefully like Nigeria not winning AFCON right now. Hold on.
We're gonna have conversations about that.
For sure.
Wait, we're gonna have conversations about what, Scott?
What happened to you getting grouped?
Oh yeah, bro. Hold that.
Wait, did Prime say he's gonna get grouped?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he said they were getting
We already-
grouped.
we already had
They were in a
conversations
group with
about
Tanzania and Uganda, and he went, "We're getting grouped." Okay, mate.
Prime, you said Nigeria were gonna get grouped,
Yeah.
huh? Alright. You're wrong.
Yeah.
He's not.
I didn't think
proper
we'd get out of
Super
our
Eagles.
group.
He's not proper Super Eagles, man. I get it.
That's not
I didn't.
opposite.
That's actually not what they call it. That's not what they call it. Bro.
I know. I'm not
Yeah, I
gonna
didn't think we
risk
get out of
that.
our group.
I can be called. I'm not gonna risk that.
I wasn't, bro. I wasn't. But it wasn't just me. A lot of Nigerians weren't expecting anything from us, bro. So
Yeah.
I know. I find it weird that people are talking about Nigeria. What South Africa doing?
Shut the fuck up.
Who cares about South Africa?
Hey.
CP
This
South
is-
Africans.
This is
Oh, is
this
he?
is
Shit.
South Africa's sport
Yeah.
to give a fuck about.
Yeah.
Okay, shut
Yes,
the fuck up.
you see,
okay?
Scott, you know why you-
Nigeria, okay?
Oh, why?
This
Scott,
is
Scott, you know why you?
before.
Scott, you know why?
Our opening
Scott,
is
you know why?
about-
You know why you don't know
300
this?
million people are still
Scott,
fucking.
you know why you
bang
don't know
average
this?
talking, man.
Scott, you know why you don't know this?
Hold
No, I
that,
don't know
hold
this.
that, Hold that.
Because he can say I'm not a proper Super Eagle. He's not proper Bafana.
Hey, but what do you mean I am, man?
He's not proper
we
Bafana.
died out here.
He's not proper Bafana.
We died out here. That's all I'm gonna say. We
yeah.
you know. we-
But yeah, with Nigeria in the they're in the semi-finals of AFCON, which is great for now. So they're the only happiness I have because Chelsea's whatever. So well, once AFCON is finished, I'm done with the season. But
Yeah, I hear it. I would be
I
too.
hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, speaking of the
Big up,
season,
fellas.
we got a lot. I have a lot of PR to read, so I'm gonna split it into two halves. I am gonna. Yeah, I think we'll do it this way. Yeah. Okay. This is how I'll split it. All right. All right. This is gonna be a long segment because there's a lot of fucking PR bullshit here that I want to get through.
Right.
Yeah, this will be fun. And then we'll kind of see where we stand on what we believe, what we don't. I always think that there's two lies and the truth always in there. And there's always the partial truth in those lies as well. So let's get into it. First things first, topic. It's not here. What the hell? Okay. So let's talk about the rift that occurred between Maresca and Blue Co. and all the fucking bullshit coming out in regards to this stuff. Okay. Sorry for this first tweet. And bear with me, people. Like, a lot of these tweets are actually from The Athletic. So I tried to stick with a source that I find most reliable and most genuine. But there could be snippets of PR in here. It seems like The Athletic were trying to do, for the most part, the best job of just getting both sides of the stories. So starting off with this, some sources have told The Athletic that Maresca resigned. Other people at the club say the decision was taken by them. Also on this, Enzo Maresca left Chelsea on New Year's Day, but the issue began long before then. This is the inside story of his exit from Stamford Bridge. Recommendations around player minutes was a big part of why he wanted to leave. Wanted a new defender in the summer, which probably started the rift, and concerns over talks with Man City. Simon Johnson, more part of the article. We start off with this. Jacob Steinberg saying the following: "There's no panic within the club. Chelsea parting company with Maresca will not change the structure. Chelsea tailored the recruitment to suit Maresca's stylistic demands. The Italian wanted wingers who could hug the touchline, so he was given Alejandro Garnacho and Pedro Neto. He loved Liam Delap, so the striker was bought from Ipswich. This was not the work of a dictatorship. The bigger lesson is that Chelsea cannot accept any employee in any leadership position trying to game their way into greater influence. Brother, he just wanted a center back, but okay. Winning is no longer the primary consideration.
Competent wingers, not fucking Alejandro Garnacho.
Seriously. Winning is no longer the primary consideration at Chelsea. It is also about fitting into the ownership's blueprint, and that involves young coaches with potential just as much as it revolves around recruiting the best emerging young talents all over the world, according to ESPN.
Blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
BS.
That first sentence tells you all you need to know.
Yep.
Chelsea's American owners pitch themselves as strategic, long-term visionaries, but having lavished an extraordinary amount of money on extraordinary number of players, they find themselves 15 points off the top of the Premier League. Well, that was as of January 13th. Probably still accurate, to be fair. Off the top of the Premier League, as close to 16th as they are to 3rd. Oh, that's a shame. So ask Oliver Kay, is the issue coaching of Maresca, or is it the Chelsea decision makers do not believe sufficiently in their own project? Man City's ambitions are clear, just like Chelsea's were under Abramovich, even when their vision was not. Transfer expenditure is often cited as the barometer of a club's ambition. Chelsea, under Bluco, have spent enormously without giving the impression that the aim is to win the Premier League or Champions League anytime soon. The number of signings that have elevated Chelsea on the pitch, as opposed to offering black ink on a balance sheet, is alarmingly small. Roman Abramovich fixated on trophies to the exclusion of all else, which caused problems when it came to creating the conditions for sustained dominance of the type Man City have enjoyed. Bluco, by sharp contrast, appear fixated on player trading to exclusion of all else, as if their transfer strategy is not a means to an end, but the end in itself. Having persisted with raw young recruits through 2 years of growing pains, the strategy involves offloading them at the first opportunity. Madueke sold to Arsenal, Jackson loaned to Bayern, and replacing them with another cluster of project players, such as Garnacho, Gittins, and Delap. It invites questions about A, the purpose of this whole exercise, and B, what beyond continuing inconsistencies Chelsea expected of Maresca and his team this season. The Chelsea leadership team tell us why they are doing this youth-led strategy. All right, guys, brace yourselves. The club recognizes that there are around 5 European teams that are effectively impossible to compete with directly on a financial level due to differences in overall revenue, stadium income, and state ownership. PSG, Bayern, Barca, Real Madrid, and Man City. And guys, let me tell you this. As a result, thank you, brown envelopes. As a result, I'm here to tell you the truth. We just can't compete with those guys, so we're not going to try. We're not going to try at all. Why should we? Why waste our money? It's too big of a risk. We have to make profit at the end of all this. So, continuing on, investors will nonetheless want reassurance that Bluco deal is going to deliver returns and not undermine the overall fund. Typically, private equity firms work on a 5 to 7 year time frame for investments before finding an exit, according to Lloyd Canfield, Dan King, and Jack Rosser. There had been some outbursts which did not go down well during the Enzo Maresca tenure. Just one example of this was talking about the club needing to buy a central defender following Levi Colwill's injury. Sources say that this was a cause of angst between both parties for a while, although it dissipated. And listen, that happens between directors and stuff like Conte, Enrique. There's always going to be, you can't get them all, right? So there will always be rifts, and those do dissipate. But I think this was the beginning of the end, right? So people will acknowledge of Chelsea's actions, add that they did not look for another defender, but could not find a suitable candidate. They point out that Liverpool also wanted a center back, but ended up not adding one in the summer. So the blame game. But they didn't add one, so yeah, we should be fine. Whatever, bro. People close to Enzo Maresca say that he was very concerned about the health of Chelsea's players, but the recommendations by the medical department were a big part of why he wanted to leave. People close to Maresca say his outburst was a reaction to the constant recommendations made by the medical department over the minutes players should play. That they would sit down with Maresca 2 days before every game, detail where every individual was at. However, Chelsea sources say he went to ignore instructions regarding the medical department's recommendations on an individual's playing time on more than one occasion. That was a major factor. Chelsea's patience had also run out following what took place after the final whistle. That was against Bournemouth. The Chelsea players were unaware of what was going on, but knew something might be afoot on their journey home from Stamford Bridge. They received a message that the scheduled recovery session on Wednesday, which was to be followed by a day off, was suddenly being changed to 2 days off. And then, lastly, for this first half of PR, sources speaking to The Athletic say Enzo Maresca got changed after the draw against Bournemouth and left without saying a word to his players. People with the knowledge of Maresca's situation say he was determined to leave at that stage. Bro, first of all, this last tweet, I don't give a fuck. I genuinely don't give a fuck. He could text them. He could meet up with them for dinner at another time. He could give him a phone call. Maybe he even said something prior to a nice message without the tone or without indicating that he was leaving as a final say. I don't care, because if I'm Maresca, I'm doing the same thing. I am doing the same thing. Call me a snake if you want to, but I'm not working under a ownership that are going to micromanage and tell me what players I can and cannot play. I understand Pochettino PTSD. I get that. But to an extent, there has to be some flexibility there. Just because Palmer played, bless you, just because Palmer played an extra 5 minutes, I'm going to get lambasted about it. And then when the media comes out in droves, killing me, dragging me through hot coals, no pun intended, just because I substituted out Cole, and then you have the fucking fan base, as volatile as they can be, booing me, telling me I don't know what I'm doing. Brother, to a certain extent, yes, you shouldn't care about anyone's opinions but your own, but this is at a huge stage where it's to a point where you have to have Gandhi's level of mental resilience to ignore so many voices yelling and just spewing nonsense at you. On top of it, the media just labeling you as the most incompetent manager in the league. Like, after a while, my patience would get tested too. And the man's Italian. We've had Italian managers. We know how this works. We know how they present themselves. Listen, I don't care if he has an ego. He at least did something to earn having somewhat of an ego. Somewhat of some type of standing at the club. I'm sure to an extent, look at the promotion you're doing all across the board. Callum McFarlane got promoted to assistant fucking manager to Liam Rosenior after what? 6 months at the under 21s, and you're telling me Maresca, who won you £80,000 in the summer, got you Conference League, and overachieved and got you. What happened?
80,000. It was like 80 million, brother.
80 million. Sorry, numbers. And got you top 4 when it wasn't expected. It wasn't looking like it was going to happen. And he can't get a center back. He can't have a say on the center back. He can't have a say on the team he wants to manage. He has to listen to Paul Win Stupid and fucking Lauren Stewart about what the fuck I'm going to do with my team going forward and who's going to play and who's not going to play and how I should overlap, underlap, all this bullshit. Brother, I've had enough. Get the fuck out of my face or I'm fucking leaving. And you know what? He left. Good for him. Good for him. Obviously, I wish he had said goodbye to the players. That would have been nice and all, but like, brother, this is Chelsea fucking football club. This is fucking football. A lot of these managers don't even get a chance to say goodbye to their players before they fucking leave. It's a cold fucking
boo-hoo.
business.
He didn't get to say goodbye to Jorgensen. Who cares? Who actually cares?
Bro, Jorgensen cares.
No one lost any money by, or it doesn't matter.
Oliver, Jorgensen, when he found out he didn't get a goodbye.
Not bad.
How dare you, Maresca?
Wait, did everyone else get a goodbye but Jorgensen?
No one got a
No,
goodbye.
I just said a random player's name. That's what it was.
You chose him?
Yeah, I'm a wild Chris appeared.
Yeah. It's just such bullshit, bro. But I guess the first part of this is, how do we feel about just what this ownership are trying to do in terms of how they want to treat Maresca, the micromanaging and all that bullshit, and then we'll get into the reasons why.
So, just not directed at you, but I have a few words for them in general. Shut the fuck up. If they could just live by that mantra for the next however long they're fucking gonna be managing our football club, that would be great. Because all this bullshit about, we were kind of catering to Maresca with the fucking wingers. Brother, okay, if you're saying, oh, we got the profile, quality, you dumb shits, you got him Garnacho and Neto for touchline quality wingers. Are you dumb? Are you actually stupid?
Thank you, Coco.
Like, what? It's
That's
like
our
saying,
wingers that have good 1v1 ability, and they got him 2 of the 3 worst dribble percentage wingers in the league.
Would you guys even consider Pedro Neto a wide winger, a touchline
Yes,
winger?
yes, he is.
Yes, he
if you
is.
looked at especially
Yeah, he's just not good at it.
He's just
Well,
not.
I would
He's
say
definitely
kinda
touchline because he hates.
Because
fucking
I find
very-
him to be more of like a, just a getting.
We should look
behind
him at
a
Wolves as
defensive
well.
team.
Yeah, but he's not.
No,
he's
no,
not
he is a Marshall. He's a wing back, is what he is.
Okay, fair.
Yeah. It's just like, and the funny thing is, this guy was Paez for sure on his knees for center back for the summer. He was after Caldwell. He's like, please give me a ball playing center back. The same guy that Prime doesn't rate as much, but at least he's ball playing and Margehi. He has experience. He's quote unquote proper fucking Chelsea, and you didn't go for him when we have first refusal. Like, are you that stupid?
Yes.
I know. I'm asking a retort. Like, I know, but fuck me, man. Fucking hell. And what are we doing? Oh, hey guys, we're clearly, even though we're desperate for changes in quality of players, we're not going to sign anyone. We're going to sign in the summer. And then what are they going to say? Hey guys, look at my new signings of Mamadou Sarr, because technically, even though we bought him 2 years ago, he's not joining our club now. Oh my God, Quenda, the new signing. Anselmino has come back from loan. Look at this new. Hey, we officially have bought Enciso from Strasbourg. Oh my God, the negotiations must have been so fucking difficult. We're not gonna. Oh, guys, we're getting Omega, our brand new striker. Fuck off. You already bought these people at least 2 years ago, or almost a calendar year if it's gonna be in the summer. You fucking dumb shits. And then what are they gonna do? When this fan base is gonna literally have protests next week, they're gaslighting us with more links to more youth fucking players. I'm getting links to a Brazilian kid from Santos who I don't even fucking rate for 20 million pounds already. What the fuck? I don't even know about him. Half of Brazil doesn't give a fuck about him. Why are you fucking trying to bid 20 million? I'm getting fucking Ren's fucking links already to fucking another 18, 19-year-old after like 3 good months. Like, what is going on? We're getting links to people in the Norwegian. We're getting links to people in the fucking Danish league or Norwegian league that Scott was talking about earlier. What the fuck? What the actual fuck is going through their brains?
Nothing.
Actually, fucking, they are. This fucking club is run by the shittiest fucking AI on planet Earth. That's what it is. It's not GPT-5. We're fucking on GPT-1 from fucking 4 years ago. Because the level of...
That's an insult to AI.
The level of fucking hallucinations that these men must be on from, like... Oh my... These guys must get a fucking current... Like a fucking literal tunnel to fucking Amsterdam for the amount of times they're going to these fucking cafe shops and damn and fucking getting high. Because I don't know what they're seeing. There must be some fucking shrooms in London that they must be growing, that these fucking visions they must be seeing that no one on fucking planet Earth must be seeing. Sorry, I'm so fucking done with this bullshit.
I get it, man.
Like, go ahead, everyone.
I get it. I get it. I have some people to address in the comment section. I'll get to that in a minute. Let's go into the more PR, right?
Oh, do we have to? I'm so tired of listening to this bullshit.
Thank you, Scott.
I don't care, man. I don't want to hear this bullshit that the club wants to put out,
I'm
bro.
only halfway through it. Yeah. All right, let's go through the rest of it. All right, PR time. All right, one source had been told by a senior player how Maresca was seen as giving stability to the club and a major factor in how they were able to compete against the best sides in matches. But now Maresca has gone, the players fear the team has gone back to square one and that his departure will have a major impact on the dressing room. The source says the players believe it sends a message that it will be difficult for Chelsea to contend for trophies on a regular basis if this regular change in the dugout approach continues. Don't really disagree with that. I think that's going to be a big issue. Enzo Maresca had a very likable personality behind the scenes at the training ground, which made him popular with a lot of players. Again, this is coming from The Athletic. I believe most of what The Athletic has to say. Usually very, very reliable source of news. And they're giving me both sides of the story, as you'll see as we continue on with all this PR and bullshit. So everyone's saying, "Oh, look at how this is the stupidest thing I saw on Twitter. Look at how happy they look when they celebrated the Man City draw. They're just so happy to be done with Maresca." I was like, "You are so fucking stupid." If you actually believe they're celebrating because Maresca's gone, not because they just got a last minute winner. The amount of restartation in Twitter is absolutely absurd. So we continue on. Some insiders described Enzo Maresca as having an arrogant demeanor, but many of the players enjoyed working and playing under him. Multiple sources say that whatever issue he had with the club weren't taken into the dressing room. Enzo Maresca was appreciated for the job he did last season, yet Chelsea sources were wary of the success going to his head a little when he was deemed the work of the collective rather than any one individual. People close to Maresca insist his attitude remained the same. So stupid.
Ah, yes, I suppose it was the immense play by our quality centre-backs, or the fantastic play and the goal scoring from our wonderful attackers. That was what really, really cemented top four and really cemented the Club World Cup and all of this.
Mm-hmm. One source close to another senior player believed that some of Enzo Maresca's actions since winning the Club World Cup were those of a man wanting to be seen more like one of his biggest idols in Guardiola and have more influence, even though he knew from day one how Chelsea's structure operated. A source close to Maresca denies this. Maresca's decision to change his representatives in October to super agent Mendes was also seen as a significant step within the football community. And of course, yeah, I get that. And in terms of this, I probably believe part of this, there's probably some type of confidence and arrogance that came from winning Club World Cup, doing it against the best team that was touted in the world, right? Yeah, I'd be a little arrogant too. I'd be a little arrogant.
He backs himself.
I would back myself 100%. And on top of that, yeah, I would ask for a center back when my best center back is injured. I think if Levi Colwill doesn't get injured, none of this happens.
Potentially.
What, him leaving?
Yeah.
Didn't he want, correct me if I'm wrong, didn't he still want a centre back with Colwill still fit?
No,
the club did, apparently.
No, I think the fans did. I think the fans wanted another centre back. But he only started talking about the centre-back stuff once Colwill got injured.
Okay.
Because I think Maresca was fine to work with what he had, but I think the criticism and just the stain on his name got to him. So yeah, there's a little bit of arrogance and ego to him. I mean, he's Italian.
Italian. Marshall, I can't lie. I'm gonna refrain from using words like arrogance and phrases like the success went to his head. That's what the club want you to use. At the end of the day, he earned the right to do more. And the way I see it, this is what the club feel, and they're not going to say this because it will look horrible. He outgrew their ambition.
Very true. I agree with that.
That's facts. That is what it is.
That's a bar right there. All right, we continue on. Matt Law had this to say: I think certainly from a club perspective, they were very adamant that nothing has changed in terms of Enzo's working environment since he signed the contract to 2029 with an option of a further year. So the only change is possibly what Enzo wants and what Enzo expects. They are absolutely adamant that they have not changed the goalposts at all at Chelsea. So I think, like I say, from a Chelsea perspective, it will be that Enzo's expectations, wishes, and desires have changed over the last however many months. Yeah, I mean, when you start winning shit, when you start doing things and the team start looking better, yeah, I want my manager to be ambitious or my head coach to be ambitious.
When you just
go for titles.
Only manager who didn't have arrogance, I guess, is Potter under this regime of ownership.
Yeah, well, Potter was a jellyfish, so.
That's the only manager I feel like who didn't really have arrogance or ego or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And again,
he didn't, but he also really
don't agree with you, TKL.
He
but
did.
I agree with this one.
No, he didn't have ego, but he also kind of really had no personality either.
Yeah. People with knowledge of Chelsea's perspective say Enzo Maresca's reluctance or lack of trust to play some of the young players was a cause for alarm. And I agree with this. Just as example, Andre Santos, 21, Jarell Hato, 19, and Achinpong, 19, have started just 11 league games between them this season. Esteban Willian, 18, has been one of the main positives, but has been in the first 11 only 11 times in 28 matches. Again, I get this. I agree. This is totally huge criticism on Maresca. But when you hear the following news, or the news after this, about the influence on who to play and who not to play, how do I know it's Maresca making the decisions and not the ownership group and not the fucking medical team? So again, it's hypocrisy. We're seeing it right in front of you. Sources close to other players say Enzo Maresca made earning a place in the side too difficult. Certain players did not know how to earn his tactical trust. Another source close to the squad members spoke about how some of the players were frustrated about Maresca's rotation and how it meant they struggled to get into rhythm. By playing one game and then being out of the side again, it meant they found it harder to find their form. People close to Maresca admit players always want to play more, even if they understood the rotation policy. And of course, most players want to play every single game. They don't want to be benched. They don't want to be rotated. And are we going to blame Maresca for the rotation, or are we going to blame?
I do for centre back sometimes. Like we've called out, like when he kept changing centre backs, we wanted to keep like a partnership between the two. I think that's the one. Like I'd say, like criticize him off. He kept changing out for a little bit. But that's about it, really. Like rotation, like Pep does a lot of it too, as well. And there's obviously no complaints because they win league titles and everything.
Exactly. The Athletic came out with this, right? That contradicts and kind of shines a light as to what was going on behind the scenes. Guys, this stuff wouldn't come out if there was some partial truth. People don't just make this shit up, right? You could believe it or not, but there's some inkling of truth within a lot of this stuff. So sources close to Maresca also claim that influence on selection was not just about workload, but that he was also told to use players to maintain their transfer value. Chelsea's sources deny this in this case. Cool. So Maresca just made that up and just put that out there for no reason. Like, again, I don't think Maresca was always honest with us, right? I think he was a mouthpiece for the ownership for a good portion of the first season. But you can't tell me he's just making up lies from thin air. Like there's always a cause. You have to read in between the lines. Say that again, Chris.
Wait, this is his claim.
He is claiming that part of the influence for selection wasn't just work overload, but transfer value maintenance.
Yeah, because you sort of like George and probably Dewsbury Hall and a few other players.
Tosin.
I mean, Marshall literally had that theory about Sanchez.
I did.
Yeah, you did kept saying it, value.
Yeah.
Keep playing
and
it.
I think that was part of the reason.
I mean, his value would go up for this season, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yes. What? Wait, what happened?
I think the whole maintaining transfer value thing is very valid, and I think that's why when we see decisions on the pitch, even with Rosenior, it's going to continue happening. We have to put a question mark or asterisk over it. Is this Rosenior's team, or was this a team that the ownership picked? And this is the damning situation that we find ourselves in, Chelsea fans, where we can't even trust who picked the team in front of us. It's so damning that the fan base has lost so much trust in Chelsea as a result of these owners. Sources close to Enzo Maresca say that the club often forced him to start players he felt were not part of his plans. His frequent lineup changes reportedly came from pressure from the board, and he felt unsupported, especially when the drafted lineups failed to win. Yeah, because he would get most of the flack. Chelsea maintained that Maresca has never been told what tactics to use. The idea he had no say in recruitment is also laughed off. What Chelsea did want to do, though, was rotate to avoid a big load of injuries like during Pochettino's time, according to Jacob Steinberg. I believe this last part, and I get it to an extent.
I don't think they would have told him tactics either. Like, there's no way a board like town what tactics to play either.
I think they would pitch in with their ideas. Otherwise, you don't.
At best, the formation. That's it.
Because you don't
That's
have
stupid,
meetings
anyway.
with the board after every game to discuss what players you can play because of fitness issues. Like, there had to be some. Like, what are you going to talk about? How's the weather? What do you put? How many cubes of sugar do you put in your tea? Like, what else do you talk about after every game in that board? It had to have been some stuff like that and criticisms of what he did in the game and all this and that. But it's this part also gets me. What Chelsea did want to do though was rotate. The idea that he had no say in recruitment is also laughed off. But we keep getting news that they just want a manager that just manages the players and they don't really get to have an influence as to what players get transferred in and out. Again, contradictory statements. At least the Athletic is consistent throughout. Bringing back the Athletic here, people with knowledge of the situation insist Maresca's remaining 3.5 years will not be paid in full, and the settlement will not have a negative financial impact on the club. A general plan of giving every Chelsea head coach a 5-year contract with a 12-month option with break clauses that are favorable to the club will continue. And then lastly here on the PR, thank goodness, Blue Coat doesn't seem bothered by the prospect of disrupting Strasbourg's season, a club they also own. A source close to Egbhali confirms this. They couldn't care less, according to L'Equipe. And again, just a damning statement in general. We're just playing fucking Football Manager.
Not surprising,
in real life.
that's all.
It's just Football Manager in real life. Now, I wanted to address this because now that we read all this, TKL, always button heads with us, but it's okay. We need difference of opinions from time to time. People need to stop crediting him with fixing James, by the way. The prop of his management of injured players was bullshit. It was a medical team the entire time. He played an injured Palmer at United and took him out for 3 months. The medical team warned him about Fofana returning early. Okay. Now, this is where we add context, right?
Okay,
on one hand, you're not giving him credit for fixing James, but on the other hand, you're blaming him for injuring Palmer. So which is it?
Okay,
Is he cautious of players' time? Or is the medical team in so much control that they controlled how many minutes James wanted to play, right? And so Maresca followed suit, and now this season, they don't have control. So what changed?
I'd also add his system of not making James overlap probably helped as well, but that's I could say on Enzo Maresca for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't have to overwork him.
And with the Fofana situation, it's been clear and reported multiple times. Fofana himself went against medical advice.
I just find this all hilarious, by the way. I find this all hilarious because
when he came out and said what he said, and then Fofana came out and said he lied. The manager's lying. Sorry, Oliver.
You mean the same Fofana who was ill because he went skiing in the middle of a Premier League season?
Yeah, he's just reckless. But anyway, what I was going to say is I find this all hilarious because when we were hiring Maresca back in 2024 in the summer, the whole PR around him was, hey, he fixed Ricardo Pereira. He's good with injury-prone players. That was the narrative back then. But now it's gone to this. Honestly, you can, if with enough effort and memory, you can undo every little bit of PR these people put out. It's insane.
And it's so painful. Guys, don't be stupid. All right, don't be stupid. Bro, we saw the same kind of PR come out against Pochettino when he walked away. All this and that, it's praise and glory to the recruitment and the manager that we found, and we brought him in. He's elite level. He's going to bring Chelsea to the top. We back him all the way. And then as soon as things don't go well, he was a scumbag and he never put the fucking toilet seat down whenever he left the bathroom. And he never did holy grace in front of the table at the Chelsea dinner party. He's like, what the fuck? Fuck off with this bullshit. Just talk as much shit as possible and just scorch earth the name of the manager that you had. Just burn the bridge just to save yourself. People fucking see through it, Egbhali. People fucking see through it, Win Stanley and Lauren Stewart. You ain't joking. You ain't kidding anyone. Maybe TKL, but hey, respect TKL. But yeah, it's just so fucking dumb, bro. I've lost trust in this club now. I don't know whose lineup I'm seeing whenever the games are on now. I don't know if I'm seeing the ownership put out that 11 or if it's really Rosenior.
I'm just going to blame the ownership when it goes wrong anyway.
Yeah.
There's no point blaming managers at this point.
Of course.
Exactly.
I'm not going to blame Liam Rosenior. He's been put in a situation because of this ownership and the directors who they keep.
Yeah.
So
It's so frustrating, man. And it's like, again, like, I understand being cautious with players, but if that's what is, if you want to heavily rotate, then allow the manager, and I hope maybe Rosenior can do this, allow the manager to go into the press conference and then say, the medical team told me that he can only play 60 minutes. And I don't think they wanted Maresca to say that in press conferences because it would look bad on the ownership.
I think the whole debate about press conferences, I think I've seen people talk about this. This is a wider problem, I think, in English football. You compare it to Germany and Italy, where the sporting directors do press conferences. If we're going to take away all these powers from the managers and make them into head coaches, the other people have to be held accountable in the public domain as well. And in Germany and Italy, they do that. In England, it's completely absent. And these sporting directors and these owners are shadow figures.
I mean, you nailed it. You hit the nail on the head with that last statement. They're shadow figures. Not here at Chelsea. They're at the forefront. When things go great, they're at the front of the line. They're getting all the credit and the praises. Look at the great recruitment they've done. Oh, look at Chelsea, how well they get profit. And see, they know how to find talent. Look at all the players they've acquired and what they're going off and doing and all this bullshit. And then ignoring all the other bullshit. You know what? When Jamie Carragher comes out and criticizes the way we build our team, in hindsight, you know what? The motherfucker was right. The motherfucker was right.
He's always been right though, Marshall. It's just the thing about Carragher was like some of the stuff he'd say would like be a kind of bullshit. Also, it would be one of those things where it was the way he said certain things was like we just didn't want to hear. But yeah, when he talks about like the way this team is built, like 100%, he's always been talking facts. Like the way this team is built is a disgrace, man.
Has he been
not even just
talking
the
about
players on
Chelsea
the
lately?
pitch.
Because I feel like this would be the right time to pounce on us.
He's been talking about the ownership. Really, he's actually given credit to Maresca. He's been like a lot of Chelsea fans are agreeing with him recently on his takes.
Yeah.
He's all right.
I mean, because it's the right time to pounce on that.
The only thing I disagree with him on is the devaluation of the Club World Cup. But apart from that,
Oh,
he's
yeah, that's
talking
all facts.
facts.
Yeah, he's a fraud for that one. But other than that, like, it's in hindsight, he's been right about this whole situation. And
Yep.
Listen, I know I have stood on this panel defending the ownership and trying to see things from their perspective, but the Maresca sacking or the Maresca walking away, the way it all happened, it really just shined a light and exposed a lot of shit that needed to be exposed to really confirm that we are essentially a profiting club. Our ambitions are never going to, as far as I'm aware, with this ownership with Egbhali, as far as I'm aware, our ambitions will never be anything more than a top 4 finish, getting Champions League season after season, and then making money off of that, selling players for profit. One day we'll be competent enough to get a front of shirt sponsor, you know.
You think they'd like want to do that since they're like making profit? And
I know.
We've been losing a lot of
I
money.
know.
Marshall, do you have the tweet? You have the report about why we've apparently not gone for a front of shirt sponsor.
Well, I know they're touting it's because of the whole 72 charges or 73 charges.
No, it wasn't
Nope.
that.
Wait, there's a new tweet.
Yep.
Oh, for fuck's sake. Okay, let me go look for it.
You don't look on for Twitter for 1 hour or so, and you miss it.
Oh
Do you
no,
know who it's
this
from?
is no.
All right.
Scott, do you have any better idea than me?
I don't know where the thing, basically, Marshall, apparently, the reason we're not going for a front of shirt sponsor, or we're not, like, it's not a priority, is because of the money we made in the Club World Cup.
Oh, I did read that. And I was like, how the fuck does
How
that
does that make sense?
make any sense? Why wouldn't you
That don't make
just
no
leave money on the
sense.
table? Why? It's so stupid. It's just like, listen,
Because they're trying to dress their own incompetence up as a choice.
Breathe.
They're dressing their own incompetence up as a choice. They can't negotiate these things. They haven't been able to do it for years.
That's, to me, that's like, if you can earn an extra $100 by doing just to use UK reference here. If I was doing Deliveroo, right, and there was a delivery on the way to the one delivery I picked up, why wouldn't I just pick up 2 on passing it? That's free money right there, 2 for 1. Why would you just leave it? Why would you just leave fucking sponsorship there just because you won the Club World Cup? It's so stupid. I thought you guys were supposed to be greedy, and you're so bad at being greedy. Oh, fucking Christ. How have these guys become billionaires? I do not understand. I do not
We're
understand.
fucked, man. We are so fucked. Like, it's over for us as a club, as a serious club. It's so over.
The only thing I can suggest, Marshall, is their connections, because I'll be honest, some of the things that come out in the media with the briefs, they are way too emotional to have gotten to this position in the world without substantial connections.
Oh.
We're so cooked. We're so cooked. I'm trying to find that tweet. I remember seeing that tweet, and I need to look for it.
I do like a kit without a sponsor, but like for money wise and business wise, it makes no sense to leave it 3 years without one.
But you know what it is? Now I'm believing more and more that it's incompetence versus strategy, I guess. Right? Because before, I didn't want to believe that we were only for profit, right? I thought because of Club World Cup, because of top 4 in Conference League, and I guess the hype about some of the signings we had in the summer versus other ones which weren't great, it made me believe, okay, maybe they aren't in it just for money. I'm sure they're trying to make money out of this somehow, but I think they are trying to win, and they do want to be ambitious and win more trophies. But this, to me, shows it's more about incompetence, really. It's more about incompetence.
The way it's going, if they go sell Chelsea, they're going to lose profit off that as well. It's going down in value. In what? How long they got left? 5 years after this?
No, longer than that.
Is it 6 or something?
Yeah, something like that.
Oh, yeah. If we like...
Yeah, it's 6 years now.
Say we just get top 4 here and there, and no like Premier League, no Champions League, maybe win an FA Cup or Carabao Cup, like, and shit players maybe around it by that time.
You mentioned the Carabao Cup, Chris. They literally put out a brief saying it doesn't matter.
It isn't true, by the way.
Wait.
This comment.
What's
Sorry
true?
to interrupt. This
Oh,
comment, or I
really
beg TK finds the article, or finds the evidence of this. Because are you talking this season? At the start of the season?
Yeah, the start.
They
When
didn't
they were
really sack
winning
him. What happened was you had a bunch of Arsenal fans saying that they should sack Emery because Arsenal fans don't like Emery. But no, they didn't nearly sack him.
Anything to lie, I guess.
C2A, I would only take Todd Bowley if the structure remained. That's it.
What
'Cause I
structure?
think- Well, the quote unquote structure of like having a sporting director that is in charge.
Oh yeah, no, you can have a sporting director. Just sack the three morons you've got in charge of the club at the moment.
Yeah.
Fuck it, for all I care, give Dave Fallows the keys. I don't really care. Or go and try and get like Campos. That ship has sailed.
Listen, Holy,
The
the guy wants to spend money and wants to bring in the best of the best. So again, he's not my preference. I want them all to go. But if Bowley can get majority control, then he has to go get Campos and a top manager.
This is the problem with what we've done. The ship has sailed on so many of these top sporting directors. Like, obviously, Viana's gone, Berta's gone, Campos gone, Edwards gone. Like, all of these top sporting directors, they've all gone. Like, all the ship has just sailed on all of them.
Yeah, so that's with this ownership and this direction. That's why, like, at least maybe if it's Bowley, maybe it might be different. I don't know, but I just.
The thing with Bowley, my only condition with him is he needs to be away from the commercial running of the football club, because as much as we want to talk about him and the Dodgers and that was great on a sporting side of things and all that, and maybe that can translate to Chelsea. You got to remember, this whole talk we're having right now about the Chelsea front of shirt thing, that's his game. That's not Egbhali. Egbhali's doing the sporting side of things. Topoli's the one
that's not Topoli's. Topoli's hasn't
Oh.
It's the dude. They have a chief financial officer. I don't remember his name. It was Chris Jurassic. He got sacked. I forget who it is now. But we have a chief financial officer who I assume, based on his job role, is in charge of dealing with like the front of shirt sponsor and shit like that.
Okay, I stand corrected.
Wasn't it Bowley's job? To find loopholes? Is that him?
Yeah, apparently he was the one that was finding all the loopholes.
Can't find this stupid article. I saw what you were talking about, Oliver. I just can't find it. I did see it in passing, and I just could not believe it, so I just kept going. I was like, "There's no way that's true. There's no way. It makes no fucking sense." It's just again.
What you mean the Club World Cup thing, the sponsor? Yeah. I wish I bookmarked it. I don't think I have it.
I think I can find it in a second, actually, because I remember I reacted to it. I was like, "There's no way, bro." All right. Yeah.
But it's just laughable, because what was your plan if we didn't win the Club World Cup? Like, because you didn't expect to win the Club World Cup. Look at the signings you gave Maresca going into that and during. You did not expect to win the Club World Cup.
Yep.
Okay, actually, you know what? I think I have something here. 1 second here. No. Okay. All right. I think it's from this video. Okay. I think it was a video that Ben Jacobs did with Gem. So apparently, yeah, they made enough.
Oh no, it was a clip. Yeah, that's where I saw it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's ridiculous, man. So it's coming from Ben Jacobs. That's just absurd, man. I believe it. It's just stupid. It's just so stupid. Why not? Why leave money on the table? You're supposed to be billionaires.
No, I
You're
guess.
not even good at being billionaires, bro. Fucking Christ. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, any final thoughts before we move on to the protests happening as a result of all this bullshit?
I forgot about the protest, yeah.
I just want to say, you had the final tweet you had, Marshall, was about them not caring about ripping up Strasbourg season.
Oh,
I'd like to form
stuff on Strasbourg.
I would like to just before we do, I'd like to formally apologise for any comments I've made both on this channel and on social media, calling the Strasbourg fans entitled or anything or anything disparaging towards them, because they have all the right to feel the way they feel, especially after we now see the mindset behind everything.
This is why, like, Pete. Oh, Peter, you turned up to the protest.
Yeah.
This is why I said, like, and I've said this before, I'm going to say it again. I'm never going to tell another fan base how to feel about owners. Like, managers is one thing and players is one thing, right? And sometimes it's banter, sometimes not. When it comes to owners, I will never, ever tell a fan base how to feel about their owners. It's also why I won't say as well, we have the worst owners in football. Because we don't, right? Realistically, we don't have as bad owners
I would say
as Sheffield Wednesday, like, for example, right?
Big club wise,
we've got arguably the worst.
Yeah, you have to make the distinction at the top level that we've made.
Yeah, the Premier League, we've probably got one of the worst owners. But it's just like I said, I'm never going to tell a fan base to like you should not complain about these owners or whatever, because I don't know their reasons for hating the owners. I think I knew some of them just by doing a bit of research, but you never fully know their reasons. You don't know what they care about most, and you don't know like what is like really gnawing at them. And yeah, we see with what they're doing at Strasbourg, like they've taken the multi-club thing and bastardized it. I've spoken about this before. The fact that they have constant turnover, potentially just as bad, if not worse than us. Mm-hmm. At least 6 or 7 of their players will be joining Chelsea next season, or will be leaving to either join or come back to Chelsea next season.
Yeah.
That's half their fucking team. That's over half a starting 11.
And that's just
which they have to replace most of.
And that's
Like-
just like the pipeline, right? Like there is so much more happening behind the scenes with that club too. That I will get into it after this protest part. But if you're living under a rock and you didn't know, Chelsea fans, and I hope this happens even if we win against Arsenal and if we win against Brentford, I do insist fans still go out and protest if you're against what is happening at Chelsea, right? Don't make it a results-based thing like we did last season. Actually go and protest if it's the blue coat mentality you're against, then by all means go. But the Athletic here reporting a blue coat out flag was being held up in the away end before kickoff, but the real audible disquiet from Chelsea's fans came in the second half. With their team trailing 1-0, the away end was consistently ringing with anti-ownership chants, and that continued after Liam Delap's equalizer. Good on the away fans for doing that. This was obviously at Craven Cottage when Egbhali had the audacity to show up to that game. So PYS posted the protest here. I guess whatever you want to call this, but the information about the protest. Breaking, understand a formal protest has been planned. Chelsea fan protest against Egbhali and the sporting directorship. Perfect. This is a much better improvement since last season. Chelsea versus Brentford, the 17th of January. Britannia Gate at the Stamford Bridge. Protest starts at 1 p.m. Chelsea supporters are encouraged to come together in unity for a peaceful protest on the model and strategy, in particular Egbhali and sporting directors. The reality: record spending, a youth-led recruitment strategy that has failed to raise standards, squad instability, unbalanced, inexperienced, ever-changing squads with managers left to carry responsibility. 100%. Failed strategy. Quantity prioritized over quality in aid and raising value to sell on for a profit. Chelsea is not a richer Brighton or Red Bull. 100% agree. Managerial chaos. Underwhelming appointments chosen to fit the internal structure and project. The same structure that has failed Graham Potter, Mauricio Pochettino, and now Enzo Maresca. One club, one voice. Change must occur. And there's a whole, what is it? Not a Project CFC has been formed as part of the future updates and build up to the protests. Also told there would be leaflets given out to matchgoers against Arsenal at home to build presence away from social media. Hey, that's smart. I think this looks a lot more organized than the protests we had last year, and I respect it. Chelsea fans are planning to protest against co-owner Egbhali and the wider club hierarchy, arguing they have failed to meet the standards required. The protest proposals come one day after the departure of head coach Enzo Maresca. The protest has been planned by a fan group titled Not a Project CFC and is scheduled to take place before the Premier League fixture against Brentford at the Stamford Bridge on January 17th. So if you are in the UK, if you got nothing to do, January 17th, 1 p.m. protest right outside of the bridge. I like how much more organized this is, and it seems like now there's a clear, cohesive message. Egbhali and the sporting directors, get out. Finish with the project. Finish with this whole recruitment strategy, all this stuff. Last year, it was a mix of, Bowley out, Bowley who had nothing to do with anything. It was a mixture of, get Maresca out. It was a mix of, the sporting directors need to go. The Chelsea results aren't good enough. Protesting against Tottenham, singing Tottenham songs. Like, the fuck was that protest last season? This seems a lot better. And hopefully the turnout is just as good. I'm hearing a lot of Chelsea content creators will be going as well. Hey, if that's something that attracts you towards going to the protest to meet some of your favorite content creators, there will be some content creators out there. I will be late to the party, unfortunately, because I'm fucking working shit.
Of course you're not going, bro. You're bound and below. I'll be there though.
I'm feeling the pockets of blue coat, man.
What time was it again? 1 p.m.
1 p.m. Yep.
Yeah. I'll be. Hey, Scott, I'll be there.
1 p.m. where?
The bridge.
Oh, outside the bridge. Okay.
Where do you think it was gonna be?
I don't know. They might have done it somewhere else.
I would also like to apologize for the same thing that Will was saying, because I was saying that they're being entitled with the money that we're giving them and them, getting higher positions with regards to Strasbourg. I would also sincerely like to apologize because what we just did and are continuing to do to that club. Oh my god. So yeah, this is also my formal apology for what I said in the past, and also multiple streams on here or other streams as well. So yeah, just gonna air that out right now. Mistakes were made, but we're owning up to it. You know what I'm saying? Mistakes were made, but we're owning up to it. Goddamn.
Oh man. Yeah.
Wait,
I mean, listen,
you guys
I
are
was
dirty
critical of it too.
imperialists. What?
What happened?
Peter in the chat. Why are you showing up? You guys are dirty imperialists. What? Fuck redcoats. What happened?
What is happening? Oh my.
Did I miss something?
I just
Yeah,
wanna-
look at his other comments.
I just want to say shout out to Peter for being a more proper Chelsea than certain Marshall here on stream. I just want
Can you shut up, bro? You're the worst. You know, just for that, just for that,
No,
just for
Peter's
that, you're
gonna
gonna
be-
yellow. You're gonna yellow.
Yellow.
Pete's gonna be
Yellow
there
lady.
drinking Stella and singing about like, you know, celery and shit.
Hey, CP. You're getting arrested.
Oh,
for speaking
okay.
against
That's a
this.
shots fired at me. Okay, yeah. You know what, Peter? Fair,
CP.
fair play. You know what I'm saying? Fair play.
CP, for speaking against the establishment, you're getting arrested. Bro.
Yeah, man.
Crazy.
Yeah, Peter, I was coming from that standpoint of like, hey, look how much they're doing it better, you know, in terms of like from relegation fodder to like, hey, they're in Europe. Hey, you know, people change, people learn, people adapt. And that's what I
People
said,
make
Peter. I
mistakes.
would like
Oh,
to.
wait, wait,
I know I'm a
is
red
anyone-
okay. You know,
Is anyone saying what we're doing to Strasbourg is okay? You
There
guys
have been
think it's
people
okay?
that have.
No,
Yeah.
it's wrong.
Like,
Peter-
well,
I feel like I've
they
been
wasn't.
in there.
Like they wasn't relegation.
Well,
Were
one
they
sec,
for
I need
Chelsea?
to- Peter, fair play. As a person of Indian descent that was ruled by a certain was
We
colonized
domesticated them type.
for 200
Hey,
years. For 200 years, I really should have just, should have just fucking self-reflected
Hey,
before I
hey,
said that
CP
shit.
acting like a
Well, you know what?
like
fair.
Wait, CP, you're so CP. You agree what
my feelings?
CP? You agree what Blue Coat did to Strasbourg? All right, you're behaving like a.
I mean,
Well, I kind of did when they got like almost Champions League spots. I'm like, hey, look at how well we're doing. Like, why are they complaining so much? You know,
Hey,
why-
man,
Be under investigation right now.
CP saying yes, master. I agree with you, master. I hear it.
Shut
bro.
the fuck up.
Hey,
Shut
hey.
the fuck up.
CP
Also,
saying,
why am I getting shots?
yeah, man.
Excuse me.
Hey,
Another
crazy.
person apologized and he's part of the
CP
imperial regime more
CP
than I
saying
was.
CP and Marshall are saying master changed a broke
Shut the
Strasbourg life.
Hey, all I'm saying is if I was heading to London around this
Peter,
time, I would be going to the protest. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you're not going as
Such
well.
a
Marshall
crazy
and
Matt,
CP aren't
hey,
going.
I'm not,
Hey, you-
I'm
Peter's
not
saying
literally
you guys are
flying
moving
to
like
London,
Stephen,
you
I hear it,
fraud.
man.
I'm not flying to London, you fraud. I'm saying if I was flying to London,
Nah,
like
So,
some
you know what's
person here,
Guys,
like
guys,
some
for the
person
chat
here, I
watch,
would be
you know
at
what's
the protest,
crazy?
You know what I'm saying?
I just
CP
thought of that
and
meme
Marshall-
from the movie.
P and Marshall, they're both brown. Brown envelopes confirmed.
Oh my god,
Mm.
bro.
Hey, these man moving like Stephen, you know.
Hey, all I'm saying is some people are using the excuse of like, oh, I can't fly earlier because of money. You know what I'm saying? But you know, Chelsea gave us unlimited happiness. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Memories
I
that last a
can't fly
lifetime.
earlier because
Yeah,
I'm going to another country.
Blue Coat said to Marshall, you know what? You're going to fly a few days after the protest once the heat has died down.
Dude, he's flying during the day of the protest. I think not even a few days.
A few days, yeah, that's what they said to Marshall. A few days after.
Yeah,
I'm
bro.
not disappointed, personally.
Yeah, man.
You guys suck.
Hey, Peter, I'm just saying.
so wait,
hey,
Peter's gonna be there before you?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, he is.
Oh.
Yeah, because Peter's proper Chelsea. Chris.
Yeah, because Peter
Ah,
cares about
Charles.
the club, man. That's
That's what I
right.
just
Yeah,
said.
You guys are
Yeah,
such
cares about the
pieces
car.
of shit.
You know what I'm saying? Some
Marshall
people try to
doesn't.
extract, all I'm saying is some
Oh, he was
people
there Friday.
try to extract some money from the club, Marshall. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do the fucking
I know,
gesture shit, bro.
I know.
Fuck.
I'm just saying it because we're
Are
talking
you
about.
talking about Marshall Egbhali?
No, we're talking about something Austrian last time. I'm just doing it as a joke, as a bit.
Yeah.
Marshall knows why.
I'll tell you guys.
But,
I'll tell you guys
you know,
offline.
some people try to
Marshall
extract-
Wait, you
some
actually
people
are a
extract-
brown envelope.
You know what I'm saying? Some people
Oh,
try to extract money from this club, and other people like Peter, you know, brought in some money to the club and are here to protest, you know, for their rights. You know? So shout out to
Hey,
Peter.
facts, man. Facts, man. Hey, listen. If we announce another protest, for the Pathos game, Marshall won't turn up. Watch.
I will.
Oh,
I will.
guys,
Oh,
work says,
But then
hey
I'll walk
guys,
through the
work
fucking
says,
gate.
work says I have to stay. I can't go. Apologies. Oh, my work is keeping me away. Oh no. Oh no.
It is.
Yeah, your precious work. Okay. Blue
I
coat.
will send you pictures from Cancun, Mexico.
So
the
Blue coat
Brentford
is
game.
Cancun. So before you come to London, they're taking you to Cancun. Blue coat. Big
Bro,
up,
if
man.
Blueco, you know what? Fuck Chelsea. Fuck Chelsea.
Hey.
If Blueco want to take me to fucking Cancun,
Look
fuck
at this,
Chelsea.
Peter. Look at this, Peter. Hey, I
Fuck
wasn't the
Chelsea.
problem.
Hey,
If
hey,
Blueco
he was
want to
right,
take me
man.
on a
Look at
world
this-
tour, please, man.
Hey, look at this
Take me on a
scheming ass
world tour.
motherfucker.
Look at this guy.
I will.
You
I will
just
start
sold
making
out like
some
that?
mid young suggestions to bring into the club, man.
Huh?
Hey,
Evan Ferguson, he's still available, man. Let's
Bro,
go.
hey,
Like
hey, Scott.
I will
That's-
easily sell out.
Look
Hey,
at how fast
Scott,
he's under the river, man.
Scott,
Look at how fast
Do you know why we couldn't buy a center back last summer? Because we're sending Marshall to Cancun. That's why. That's why we couldn't buy a center back, because Marshall has to go to Cancun.
Listen,
Marshall's taking away our center
Javier
back.
Rojas from the MLS, man. He's when you got to scout. 15-year-old up and coming player, man. I'm just saying.
Interesting.
So
I'll
now,
keep it about
I
15-year-olds.
get it. So you're
I
doing
have
the
no idea. I
MLS
just made
scouting
up
for
the
Blueco. I get it. You're
Yeah,
doing
of
the
course
MLS
he is.
scouting for Blueco.
Listen,
Bro, he's not here to
I'm
do
gonna
like
be in
15-year-olds.
charge of the North American division
Hey,
of the
Hey,
Blueco train.
CP, ask Marshall how much of a percentage he got in the deal for Slonina and Petrovic. Ask Marshall. Ask him. Go on, ask him.
How much did you get
Ask
for-
Marshall.
for-
Ask Marshall how much of a percentage he got when we bought Caleb Wiley. Ask him.
Don't forget Petrovic. Don't forget Petrovic, man. Don't forget.
Yeah, ask him. Ask him.
Yeah, man.
I prefer really not to
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
Peter, let's
let's
go. Let's go.
Hey, look,
Go on,
I just want you
Peter.
to know. Just want you to know. There's some people that care about this club and care about this institution. And there's some people like Marshall, who, by the way, lives twice as close to Stamford Bridge as I do. That,
Oh.
like, now all of a
Back-
sudden
oh,
have
back.
to work.
Twice as close.
Oh, so Peter, you're spending all the money. Crazy.
I know.
doing
I'm
a
not even
bigger
that.
trip.
I'm spending no Prime. It's worse than that. I'm spending my girl's points for her credit card on the hotel that this
Oh,
bitch is
wow.
Yeah,
That's how
we have
proper
great
Chelsea.
timing, by the way.
That's how
His
proper
girl-
Chelsea is. That's how
Peter,
proper Chelsea is.
Peter
man.
is taking his girlfriend's points, whereas Marshall don't care about the club. Crazy.
This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm
Marshall's
saying.
going to
And then,
Cancun.
I'm feeding
and then you
into
know
it.
what's and then you know what? When we sign Casey McAtee or whatever that bitch's name is next July as our backup number 10, you know who's gonna hype it up? It's not gonna be me.
Marshall.
It's gonna be the guy in the top left. Guys, here's the thing: there's enemies that walk amongst us. During the civil rights movement, do you think every black person was out in the streets? No,
No.
some of them stayed inside.
Well, I know
Some of them
Marshall
stayed
definitely wasn't going to
inside.
be. Yeah, I know that. For
When it
sure.
comes
Hey,
time,
you know the
when it
if
comes
you know the
time to
difference, you know.
protest for our club and to help lead us towards a better tomorrow, some of us are going to stay inside, and that's okay. They'll be out there years from now enjoying that better tomorrow. But the legwork that
Through your
we're
hard
going to
work,
put
I get
in,
it. Yeah, yeah.
with the legwork that we're going to put in, they're going to get to enjoy it. And it sucks. That's the way it works. But it is what it is, man.
Hey, Marshall's the sort of guy that would have told Rosa to stand up. Crazy.
True.
That's Marshall. That's Marshall. Hey,
All I'm saying is,
Marshall wouldn't have marched with
Marshall's that
MLK.
guy. Marshall's that guy that tells Master that slaves are planning an escape. That's what Marshall is.
Man,
That's what
man's
he
calling me
is.
Toby, bro.
Hey,
Man's
hey,
calling
hey,
me
talk
Toby,
about
bro.
it. Let's
Hey.
talk about it. It's time.
Master Blue Code, they're planning a protest on the 17th.
Yes.
Marshall, I just want to say this. I just
Bro,
want
he'll
to say this.
snitch on the escape for an extra sweater. That's the kind of guy he is.
Yeah, man.
No, you know,
Marshall snitching on the protest for an extra day at Cancun.
Yup.
all
Bro, he'll
I'm
snitch
saying
on,
is, Peter,
snitch on
you're-
that protest for a free breakfast, man.
all I'm saying
Hey,
is Peter's still proper Chelsea. I might be questioning if he's Chelsea before he's black. You know what I'm saying? That's how proper Chelsea is.
No, I would never be Chelsea. I would never be Chelsea before I'm black.
But you know what? Marshall's
I'm more
Marshall's
Chelsea. I would never be that because
Mar-
at
but
the end of
Marshall's
the day,
a
when
snake.
people look at me, they don't see Chelsea.
But you know what though? Marshall's
Marshall
a snitch.
definitely
before
doesn't see
he
Chelsea.
Marshall's a snitch
Yeah,
before he
Marshall
tells.
does.
Give me the brown envelope, man. I don't give a shit.
Marshall's. Hey, you hear
I got
that?
family
Brown,
to feed.
give me the brown envelope. Clip that.
You know the worst thing is Marshall sold out for free. He's not even getting paid yet.
If anything,
He's getting that vacation in Cancun is his back payment.
Oh my
for the
God.
last
All of a
few
sudden,
years.
this guy's vacation in Cancun grew by like 4 days.
Oh.
I don't even know what happened. By the way, this is the first time I'm learning.
To be fair, what happened was
No, I
these
don't care what
motherfuckers-
happened. We're running out of time.
For those who care, what ended up happening?
Yeah,
I was
no,
supposed
yes,
to show
yes,
some money.
Marshall.
I wasn't
Yes,
going to the
Marshall.
protest anyways.
For those who
Marshall,
care about
tell-
Marshall's
Marshall.
trip to okay, so you can't even use your
Which
delay as
Blue
a-
Co
as a
hotel are you
reason for
staying
not
at
going.
in Cancun? Which Blue
No,
Co
no, no,
hotel are you
guys, no, it's fine,
my,
guys.
my delay
guys,
is the reason
let
for me
Marshall-
getting there the day of the Paphos game.
Marshall, tell us why you're bound envelope. Yeah, explain.
Because Blue Co bought me a weekend to Cancun.
Somebody said Marshall boos when players take the knee.
Coco, you crazy, bro. Coco, that's crazy. That's
Yo, why
so
did we keep my
wild,
way? Why would we keep
so
my
wild.
He has a picture. Marshall has a picture of Colin Kaepernick on his wall with the big X through it.
Hey, allegedly, Marshall's the one that came up with the chant, Roman Abramovich, we won't take the knee.
No, you know what? He's the reason why. He's the reason why we don't kneel anymore, man. Too much time wasting. You know what I'm saying? I get it.
I get it, man.
Hey,
Well,
Marshall told Zaha kneeling was a waste of time.
Utterworld
That's
nonsense. Utterworld nonsense.
Oh man, this Marshall agenda, I need it. I didn't even know I needed this.
Hey,
I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, Marshall defended minerals.
Ah, okay,
Hey.
that's where I draw a line here.
Is that too far? Okay,
nah,
but
Which
No,
building
no.
of minerals
Prime,
you
Prime.
defend?
Prime, here's the thing. Marshall doesn't hate minerals because he's probably a racist. He hates minerals because minerals hates Blue Co. That's why he
Exactly.
hates it.
Exactly.
Let's have it right.
Can't talk against my ownership.
Johnny
man.
does
Hey,
bad work.
hey,
man. We've been doing this for a while.
Hey,
And you know the worst thing? You know why I actually do feel bad for Marshall? Like
Oh,
he
God.
was fighting the xenophobia online so harshly like 4 years ago, like summer 2022 when they took over. He's like, you guys just hate him because you're American. Fuck you. You guys don't know why you're mad. Fuck you. And then it turns out that they're worse than everybody thought. And now he has nothing to say.
wait, so
Yep,
Marshall
no.
used the xenophobia excuse to hide the fact that he's a brown envelope. It's mad. Crazy.
It's insane.
Crazy.
It's insane,
Crazy.
bro.
Like,
It's
to be
wild
fair,
how life takes
to
a
be fair,
180.
to be absolutely clear, our fan base, at least the online fan base, and maybe just online fan bases in general, is very xenophobic, and it kind of makes me uncomfortable. But like at the same time, the people that run us are insane, and it's okay to acknowledge that the things they do are insane, and you don't
hear that,
have to
Marshall?
agree with them because that doesn't make you cool. That probably doesn't get you anything in your life, and it just makes you look crazy.
You hear that, Marshall?
Bro, I'll just say this, Prime. These owners brought the worst out of Chelsea fans. I had freaking literal neo-Nazis in my chat talking to me like they were
No,
regular
no,
people.
no. You had one in the channel.
Yeah, I had them on the channel before I found out what the
wait.
fuck they actually
yeah.
were.
Wait.
I couldn't believe it on you.
Oh, it is that bad.
Wait, Marshall, I was joking about you being a house slave, by the way. You had actual neo-Nazis on? That's unsalvageable.
Basically.
Yeah, no, it was insane, bro.
I didn't
had
know
no
that.
idea.
I mean,
Wow.
he
Are we
hit
talking
us
about
like
the same
so
Someone
well,
decided
but-
to do
Hold on, I haven't
a Twitter search.
Sorry, are we talking about the same person, or did you?
Same guy.
I'll
It's the
type
same,
it
oh,
in the
it's the
chat.
same guy. It's the same guy. It must be.
Okay, it's the same guy I'm thinking of.
Oh yeah, well, but
Yeah, check the private chat. Yeah.
it
Wait,
was a while
what?
back. Yeah.
Wait,
You
what?
know?
That guy sounds
Wait,
like
I didn't know. I didn't know
Wait,
that was
what?
his name.
Listen, the moment he called me a Yankee, that was enough of a reason to ban him. So I
Wait,
was like, okay, cool.
Marshall.
Yeah, but you
I
had
didn't
him
know that was
talking
his
to you on
name.
the channel.
I don't know.
Joe
With his-
Marshall. His
With
parents
his
are from Peru.
emblem on,
Obviously
on
not
his
a-
picture.
Obviously not.
Marshall, has this guy been on stream multiple times, right?
No, just
He was in the
No,
chat.
No, once.
one.
Yo, whoever
I-
said,
Oh,
whoever guessed,
then I have.
Ben.
I have
It's
no
not
idea.
Ahmed, bro. Oh my days. That's why Ahmed's ominously not in the chat today.
No, Ahmed is like.
Yeah, he's banned.
Ahmed is the
the
tour thing.
neo-Nazi would be the biggest
Ahmed is the
follower
tour
of Texas
thing. The
media.
more proper Chelsea are,
That would
the
be so
more that
funny.
this fan base will forget.
Not
what they look
only is his name Ahmed and he's dark as fuck, like he's Somali too. You just hit him with the fraud allegations, it would be over, man.
The Somali.
Yeah, but Peter, that's the thing, right? Ahmed and Sator, they both think that the more proper Chelsea are, the more this fan base forgets what these guys look like. They think being proper Chelsea hides the fact that they're not white.
Like absolves the fact that your skin is dark. Yeah, there's no point. They're not going to accept you. Man. It's okay.
Yeah, of course.
I get you. I get you. There is a good few amongst us that forget that or try to trade in there.
Give me Roman.
Semi-Quasi, what
give me Roman. I want him back.
Ahmed forgets that when he was in their fields, they're gonna attack Ahmed as well.
Hey, someone time him out again.
Time who out?
I didn't realize he was timed out.
Yeah, I think someone's.
I don't know why are you after us? Like we don't criticize.
Nah, give me Roman back. I don't care.
You know what really makes me sad about accounts like this?
That's easy.
Sure.
Like, you're definitely West African. Like, why?
Wait.
That was so spot on, bro. That was
wait.
Damn,
you said they're West African.
God damn.
You think Prime Seme Kwasi? Do you not think that person's West African?
Okay, yeah, first, I didn't read his name. I read his name.
Yeah,
yeah.
Like brother.
No, actually, you know what's weird, right? That's like that name's either like.
And let me finish this thought. Let me finish this thought. What's wrong with that? Being a West African fan on Twitter.com or YouTube or wherever, and staunchly defending Blueco, bearing in mind what they've done to this club to this date, going out of your way to just do that. Why? Why?
Yeah.
You know why though? You know why though?
Yes!
Yeah.
No, Peter, you know why? I'll explain why. First of all, this name is you're either Ghanaian or you're Congolese, one of the two. That's what the name. Second of all, I really noticed this with the Enzo situation 2 summers ago. For some reason, actually, Marshall, maybe turn off your camera when I say this. Just in case no one had you like.
If he's saying this, do it. Just safety.
For some reason, you Africans that live in Africa love to pander and twerk for the white man. The way you guys defended Enzo for what he did, and you guys attacked the likes of Fofana for coming out and speaking out against this. You guys attacked. You guys were praising Jackson for saying what Enzo said wasn't that bad. That's when I truly realized you people abroad are tapped. Bro.
Hey, to be fair, these are the same people that were defending Partey for,
Exactly. Scott, again,
what?
And you know what's mad also, right? The people that were defending Partey on Twitter, that I saw were Nigerians. The guy's from Ghana. Why are we defending him?
Yo.
Bro,
I'm not gonna say
they also defended. They also defended Greenwood, by the way.
We out here now.
No, hold on. No,
I think there's more logic. I think there's more logic in defending.
They also defended Greenwood, by the way.
I think there's more logic in being a West African blindly defending Thomas Partey, bearing in mind all the evil, sick shit he did, than going out of your way to defend Blueco and their reign at Chelsea.
No, but
either of those positions are insane, losing positions, and you should never take either of them. But if I had to take one, it's not the Blueco one.
No, but Peter, there's enough evidence. They also defended Greenwood. I saw that online on Twitter. These guys, they're always on the wrong side of things, defending wrongness. So, hey, all you people back in the motherland, you're just wrong. You're just wrong. Stop this, man. Elon Musk, take Twitter away from them, please.
Elon Musk.
Just wrong. And clearly YouTube now.
Speaking of Africans,
man asking Elon Musk for help for the continent of Africa is the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life.
Yeah, hey, and it's crazy that I told Marshall to turn off the
you
camera.
might have to take the stream down, by the way.
Can I just say, it's crazy. I told Marshall turn off.
Not even joking.
I told Marshall turn off your camera. He turned it back on and he's smiling.
By the way, if people clip this, the point I was making about like Partey versus like Clear Lake, none of you that are on the panel with me have to defend me online. Okay, I'll just let it go. Like I believe what you said, but like it's okay. You don't have to defend me if everybody comes after me. I got it.
Wait,
It's okay, Chris.
Wait, what?
Chris
Wait,
doesn't
what
even
did you
remember
what?
the past 5 seconds, so it's okay. Don't worry, Chris won't do it.
But yeah, just
Wait.
don't do it. Just don't do it. But
Yeah,
yes,
I'll be real
yeah.
though. I don't know.
Brandon
I don't know
got
what you said.
muted. Semi Kwasi, don't guys. Just put Chelsea up for a normal sale. Sell us to the Saudis. I don't know if that's logistically possible.
I'll take that.
We'll take
Yeah,
it.
sell us to someone.
I
I think it's bullshit with this whole 10-year thing.
For that to
The
happen,
deal, though.
No, we said it was bullshit. See, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna stick by what I said. Like, I'm gonna stick. We all said it was bullshit at the time, just because we wanted to do the defend Bluco thing. Even though I hate them, I'm not gonna switch. Like, I'm not
No,
gonna
I mean,
like.
I don't think it's actually legit that they are constricted contractually to actually stay with this club
Why?
for 10 years. I think there's a loophole in there. There's definitely a loophole.
hey man,
Wow.
there was loopholes in your original vacation. So just you
There
think
were.
there's loopholes in everything?
There's many loopholes.
Mhm.
Guys,
Hey, that's
I
why.
didn't
That's
know.
why Marshall.
I
That's why
didn't
Marshall's
know
going to
that.
Cancun, by the way.
I didn't know that Marshall was
Cancun
so
to
late,
figure out
by the way.
how to get out of the loophole.
No, I didn't think I was gonna be so late either, but it is what it is. I'm getting back from Cancun.
So the latest comment, right? Like, if you guys want to get in your philosophical bag, there's like doing the best for the most number of people versus like a specific act of evil and despicableness amongst a person. So it really just depends on how you view the world philosophically. Okay,
This is true.
that's all I'll say. This isn't the place to have the conversation.
Peter,
That's what I
you're
believe.
speaking philosophy with West Africans back home. Does he know?
Hey man, they might have philosophy books. I believe in them.
But
You know?
you believe in them? Crazy. Okay.
Yeah, I believe in them. I believe that we can grow out of loving Blueco. I believe it because they've done nothing for us.
100%.
I get, guys. I get
Out
it.
of loving.
If
is
you
also-
grew up, I get it. If you grew
Not
up in the
tolerating.
motherland and you loved Roman Abramovich blindly, and now for just because of that, you hate the Ukraine. I could understand that position. I could be if you grew up watching Michael Essien and John Obi Mikel and Salomon Kalou and Didier Drogba at Chelsea, and now you hate the Ukraine because that war is why Roman had to sell the club. I could understand that.
Yeah,
That's
I
a
get
rational
that.
position to me, bearing in mind like how you grew up. Blindly defending Blueco is insane. Insane. The only way you take that position is if you're an American Chelsea supporter that is upset at the xenophobia spewed during Blueco's reign of running this club. Even then, I think there's some point where you just got to let it go and you just got to let people get their shit off. But yes, it's insane. It's an insane position to have.
Let's talk on Strasbourg, because of all this chaos, it's not even, we haven't even hit the pinnacle, because Strasbourg have it worse in my opinion. Here's a few things that's been going on, right? It is understood that they try to appease some of the anger, Blueco wants to line up Rosenior's successor before announcing his appointment at Chelsea if the final decision is taken to give him the job. This was obviously before the announcement. The decision to remove Liam Rosenior mid-season is not going over well. Negotiations are taking shape, and President Strasbourg, Mark Keller, could leave his position afterwards. Total disagreement between President Keller and Egbhali over the hiring of Liam Rosenior. Keller could resign if he does not manage to convince Blueco to let them keep Rosenior until the end of the season. And yeah, Mark Keller was fighting whatever he could do to, well, as much as he could do to try to prevent Liam from leaving. And he didn't win, obviously, because his boss is Egbhali. Liam Rosenior's potential departure is likely to trigger a furious reaction in France, with L'Equipe quoting a dressing room source as saying he would be leaving like a thief. Liam Rosenior to Chelsea scenario is causing considerable unrest within Strasbourg and behind the scenes. Before knowing whether the Nice match will be Rosenior's last, the club is trying to maintain a semblance of normalcy. According to internal sources, no concrete preparations have yet begun. However, Liam Rosenior reportedly met with the chairman Mark Keller and sporting director David Weir this Friday. Strasbourg are considering making their assistant coach Felipe Coelho, who we spoke about earlier with Scott, who also used to manage the Chelsea U21s, a concrete candidate for the head coach role if Liam Rosenior joins. There's also news that apparently assistant Monaco coach Damien Perigneau was going to be a candidate as well, but due to his track record developing young players and fluency in English, which is highly valued. Okay, because of this.
Sorry, why is it so far? Oh, actually, no, never mind. We'll get into the. Carry on with the next one before I make my point.
Strasbourg target to replace Liam Rosenior, Kjetil Knutsen has extended his contract at Bodo Glimt this Saturday. He is now tied to Norwegian club until 2029. So another one that I actually wouldn't have been opposed to this. I think this would have been a decent successor. But instead we'll get the guy that we will announce later. But yeah, Mark Keller threatening to resign from his position. Strasbourg president Mark Keller has intensified his negotiation in recent days to try to keep Liam Rosenior. The current situation seems to have deeply affected him, so much so that he reportedly considered resigning very recently. And this is a guy that's been at the club for 14 years, I believe. Yeah, it's been a long time. So yeah, the Strasbourg Ultras came out with this announcement or this formal letter. And I believe this is the exact translation of it. So, statement from Strasbourg Supporters Federation. The transfer of Liam Rosenior marks another humiliating step in racing subservience to Chelsea. For 2.5 years, along with others, we have been trying to raise the alarm about this. The club goes far beyond the mid-season sporting impact, and the problem goes far beyond the mid-season sporting impact and the ambition of the young coach. It is structural. The future of the French club football is at stake. Every additional contortion by Mark Keller, every extra minute spent at the helm of the club is an insult to the tremendous work accomplished before 2023. That was seen by many as an outrageous move last September, increasingly looks like sound advice. He must leave now. The FSRCS will coordinate closely with the 3 other associations actively fighting against multiple ownership, as well as all the people of goodwill to define the next steps. Statement from Strasbourg, including from President Mark Keller. Arriving in Strasbourg in the summer of 2024, Liam Rosenior fully embraced the racing project, contributing with high standards and commitment. The momentum he instilled at the helm of the team resulted in significant sporting progress, highlighted by the club's first European qualification in 20 years. By finishing top of the UEFA Conference League group stage, Racing has already secured a place in the competition's round of 16. I thank Liam Rosenior for the work he and his staff have accomplished. This period has allowed Racing to take important steps forward, continue its progress, and become even more ambitious club, said Mark Keller, president of Racing Strasbourg de Strasbourg. Racing Club de Strasbourg. Racing Club de Strasbourg extends its best wishes to Liam Rosenior for the future of his career, and will announce the appointment of his new coach shortly. And that new coach, before I even go, this translated to a lot of the complaints that Strasbourg had in terms of what they're allowed and not allowed to do at the stadium. To an extent, Egbhali is running a dictatorship. The group was restricted from attending some matches, especially away games, because of the sanctions linked to their protest against Blueco, the club's ownership. The club then allowed them to travel again only if they agreed not to display anti-Blueco banners or flags like Blueco out. So, if they kept openly protesting Blueco in the stadium, they faced bans and restrictions. If they stopped showing those banners,
how are you sanctioning your own club? What's happening, bro?
This is ridiculous, bro.
That's
they did
so
not accept
crazy.
ending their protest, a 15-minute silence, which the club later tried to impose as an extra condition. So they're trying to even impose how they can view the match, because what Strasbourg fans were doing was turning. They would just be quiet for the first 15 minutes, not celebrate anything, not cheer, not do anything. And I think even on the home end, they would turn their backs against the game, so to not watch the game as a form of protest. And they're even saying now, like, oh no, you also have to stop doing that too. You have to cheer, you have to be fans. Trying to.
That's kind of weird.
It's so whack. Important nuance. They accepted temporary limits on banners to be able to attend games again, but they did not abandon their opposition to Blueco and openly say the fight continues outside of those restrictions. Hey, Big up. And here it is, guys. Our next manager after Rosenior. Breaking. Strasbourg agreed to deal in principle for Gary O'Neill to be their new head coach following departure of Liam Rosenior. Contract to be finalized and signed, but O'Neill on the verge of taking charge. This is the official here we go from Fabrizio and the announcement for Racing Strasbourg about Gary O'Neill. They even put this: at the age of 42, Gary O'Neill has a strong experience in top flight football. The former attacking midfield has played more than 500 professional matches in England. As a coach, he took charge of 88 Premier League matches in Bournemouth and Wolves. Gary O'Neill will lead his first training session this Thursday and will be the Racing sideline for Saturday for their trip against Avranches in the Coupe de France. I am very happy to welcome Gary O'Neill to Racing. He is a demanding and recognized coach. I'm sure he's recognized, with a modern approach to football that is fully part of the continuity of our sports project. Mark Keller, president of Racing de Strasbourg Alsace. Yeah, Mark Keller, I'm sorry, bro. You're cooked. I think you're gonna have to. I think you're gonna have to hang up the presidency there, because yeah, I don't think these fans are gonna peacefully let you go. Otherwise, did we get raided? Did I not notice? I don't even know. But yeah,
I had a look, by the way. The Gary O'Neill thing is funny as fuck, because we can take this in a number of ways. Let's actually no. Before we get into the Gary O'Neill what I was going to mention earlier.
So, hold on, Scott. Don Hussam raid.
Okay. Thank you, Don Hussam, for the raid. Appreciate it. I didn't see the notification, but hey, big up. Smash up the like on your way in, guys. Be sure to subscribe to the channel and have a laugh at Chelsea's demise.
On the first thing I actually want to talk about, because I talked about earlier, how on earth do you have on a list of candidates for a job, at least half the list is due to are currently managing either assistant managers or under 21 managers for a top flight club job? Sorry, how does that work? Like, the only dude that actually made any sense was that Knutson guy who renewed his contract. Outside of that, these men had guys like Eric Ramsey, who was managing Minnesota United, like big up to him, just West Brom.
Felipe Quello even makes more sense than this guy.
If you're the Bodo Glimt manager, though, right? Bearing in mind where Bodo Glimt are relative to Strasbourg, like,
sure,
they're unironically a bigger club than Strasbourg currently,
yes,
right?
I think so. Yeah, they're in UCL.
For sure, because like they just finished second in the. Is it the Tippe Liga or whatever it is in Norway, whatever it's called?
I don't know what something like that. I know Allsvenskan is the Swedish.
Yeah, it's the Tippe Liga or something. They finished second. They're in the Champions League phase. They're probably not going to get out of that this round, but like they've established themselves as a consistent European competing club. He's finished like top 2 in that league in terms of league finishes since like 2019. So if you have all that good faith built up there, would you really want to risk that and just trade that in to be on the Blueco conveyor belt? Like, I don't think I would. I don't blame him for not taking that job. Fuck that.
I don't blame anyone for not taking this job, to be honest. I mean, Strasbourg is probably more chill, but once you're in Strasbourg, like,
no, why would you? But why would you
not
go?
Even no, you have fans protesting. Never mind, I lied.
Yeah, why would you go from Bodo Glimt, where everybody loves you, to Strasbourg, where no matter how well you do, the fans aren't going to love you because they know as soon as Chelsea struggles, you're going there.
Yeah. God damn it! If this is part of the reason I actually pray that Rosenior succeeds, or at least stays long enough so that Gary O'Neill doesn't become my Chelsea.
We're just one bad run of form from Gary O'Neill.
Oh man.
Just wait. I'm not against it. I'm not against it, man. Gary O'Neill.
Now we can get to what I was going to say. So, there is not a world in which this makes sense, by the way. Not from a meritocracy point of view in terms of how well we did at previous clubs. At Bournemouth, he had them 14th before he was sacked. In the following seasons, Areola had them then 12th and 8th.
To be fair to Bournemouth, I think his stint at Bournemouth is better than what he did at Wolves.
Oh, 100%. But the fact that he got them at best 14th, and then the next season Areola comes and finishes 2 places higher, and then 6 places higher.
At the same time, Scott, you remember Bournemouth under Scott Parker in the Prem for like that.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but like it was okay. That was the decent part. The Wolves bit, They had an okay season where I think they finished like 14, 15, something like that. And then when he got sacked, they were 19th. That's him on in terms of a league finish. Then we go to the other stuff, the developing young players thing, considering it's the youngest team in Europe's top 5 leagues. They had, I've just checked, roughly speaking, again, I don't know how accurate I've managed to get this because obviously they're older now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 players who were around 23 and under in the year he was there. At least, hold on, 1, 2, 3. Well,
I'm gonna look it up.
I'm looking at it now. So a good 2 or 3 of them are no longer there because they basically never played. He was one of them. Carlos Forbes was one who was on loan, basically never played, is now doing bits at Club Brugge. That's a write-off. He's played 1 game, write-off. Lima played no games, write-off. He's not even one of them. He's on loan. In terms of guys that are still at said football club, there's 4 of them. You've got Andre, João Gomez, Rodrigo Gomez, and Gerson Mosquera. Number 1, has anyone heard of any of those players?
I'm looking at Bournemouth for a season that he was there.
I'd say Andre has had a pretty poor career at Wolves and probably will leave when they get relegated. João Gomez has actually been okay, but cool. Rodrigo Gomez has been okay, got a lot better when Gary O'Neill left. And then Gerson Mosquera has basically not played at all. That's his ability to develop young players.
Hey man, I'm looking at his Bournemouth.
As to why this guy.
I'm looking at his Bournemouth team, and it doesn't look like there's a ton of appearances for people 23 and under.
It was the same at Wolves.
Yeah, I've seen.
And most of the guys at Wolves
would have been 20.
Most of the guys at Wolves who were young that did make appearances were like 23. Most of the guys that were like 21 and younger basically never played. Pedro Lima, Enciso Gonzalez was on the, or Enzo Gonzalez, whatever the fuck his name was, played 1 appearance. There was a couple of other dudes. A centre back that's now playing in Portugal. All the guys that were like 21 and under basically never played.
Yeah, Otara had 19 appearances, and he was definitely under 21. I don't really see many other under 21 appearances for that Bournemouth team. There's just random guys who are in their mid-20s. I guess if you wanted to sit... No, Travers was 23. That's not even true. Yeah, he had Zabarni, the one who got sold to PSG. That was his first season at Bournemouth, but he only made 5 appearances that entire season.
Thanks.
5 appearances, 3 starts and 2 sub ones. It's not... Yeah, there's no, like, real track record of younger players getting a chance under Gary O'Neill, at least while in England, which I could chalk up to them fighting relegation for both his stints at his clubs that he was at. So, like, you kind of get what you get. But even still, being a firefighter in England shouldn't net you the Strasbourg job.
Yeah. That's what I mean. Like, it's just...
Oh, there's a comment here. There's a Marshall, there's a comment here that I want to respond to. No, the one above it. Says, to be fair, nobody cared when Rosenior joined Strasbourg. Why are we in a forced rage now? Because we just saw a manager go from Strasbourg to Chelsea, so there's no reason to think that can't happen again.
Yeah, that's my worry.
Like,
that's my worry.
Does Gary O'Neill, Chelsea manager, sound insane? Yes, it does sound insane. But did Liam Rosenior, Chelsea manager, after we beat Barcelona, sound insane? That also sounded insane, and it just happened. You can't rule out anything with these guys.
And the thing is, we knew Rosenior would eventually join Chelsea, but the fact that it's happened this quickly,
exactly.
Who's to say that Gary O'Neill, is that his name, right? Gary O'Neill won't be Chelsea manager within, say, 6 to 18 months.
Exactly.
Oh, of course.
That's the part that worries me. And it's like, Maresca from Leicester was insane, but it made a little bit of sense because you have he's
Much more
assistant
sense
to Pep.
than this.
Yeah, he's assistant to
Much
Pep.
more
You
sense than this.
you saw Arsenal did the same thing with Arteta, where Arteta had like no experience. Like, did Arteta even manage a team after City?
No,
Or did
this
he go
is his
straight
only
to
full
Arsenal?
time. This is only full time managerial position.
Exactly. That was insane at the time, and now if you look at it in hindsight, it's like, wow. Potter wasn't, because again, a Premier League manager, flavor of the month, you say like, okay, maybe he could do something with a better team because he was doing promising things at Brighton, but the lights were too bright, no pun intended, and he crumbled. And now with Maresca, you're thinking, okay, he has experience with Pep. He won the championship. There's something there. This is ridiculous. There's a risk.
We
There's something
also
there.
we also were in a shockingly poor managerial market the summer that they dismissed
That is very
Pochettino. Like, what were the finalists for that time? It was De Zerbi,
McKenna.
it was De Zerbi who had just
McKenna.
finished in 11th place
Yeah.
or whatever, right? It was De Zerbi, it was McKenna, it was Maresca. Those were our candidates, right?
hmm
You can kind of see why they didn't pick De Zerbi, even though he was probably the most qualified person to take the job.
True.
Yeah, fair enough. Like, McKenna is not like some obviously better choice than Enzo Maresca was. Like, we didn't have fantastic options.
Yeah, I think Slot had rejected us by then. We told Enrique we weren't going to buy new wingers. That was when we were
Yeah,
when we appointed
it
Poch. We told Enrique
We were. It was De Zerbi, McKenna, Iraola, Thomas Frank. It was guys like that.
Oh shit! I forgot Thomas Frank. was
Vincent
linked to us
Company
then,
as
too.
well.
Yes.
Company too. Yeah, true.
Company who had just got relegated, right?
Yeah, Company had just gotten relegated.
Yeah, it's not like yes, you have to you have to consider who was available at the time when we were looking for that thing.
Exactly.
Like, did the Maresca appointment surprise me? Yes, but hiring Enzo Maresca in summer of 2024 is one thing. Plucking Gary O'Neill from English football to lead the Strasbourg project for his reputation for working with young footballers and developing young footballers is
Makes
insane.
no sense. It makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I can think possibly is like, okay, Gary. Well,
They
actually,
couldn't get
did
anybody
they
else.
announce- They couldn't get anyone else, but did they even announce like how long his contract? Not that it matters. I mean,
I was going to say the other thing as well about the Gary O'Neill thing is hiring Gary O'Neill after he spent a year out of management.
Yeah.
You know what? For me, right, all this work that we keep interacting with Ipswich, they Blueco rate McKenna. Let's go get him for Blueco or for
Yeah.
Strasbourg. Let's go get McKenna. It's gonna
I
happen
would've done
eventually.
that. Yeah, I agree.
It's gonna
with
be
that.
under the
Oh, but
model anyway.
Prime,
for Strasbourg.
Prime,
For Strasbourg.
Prime, here's the problem with that. If you're McKenna, right? Because I mean, I'm assuming you're at least vaguely familiar with the current state of the championship. Second
Yeah.
place is up for grabs, right?
Yeah.
Ipswich and Watford are probably the form teams in the top 6. It's a pretty shit championship, all things considered, but still, 2 teams are automatically promoting. If you're McKenna, you signed that massive extension with Ipswich last season. They knew they were probably going down.
Oh
but they didn't,
yeah, I forgot about that.
right? He's under a long contract. You're probably going to get another crack at the Prem. Do you forego all of that? Not for the Chelsea job, but for the Strasbourg job.
Yeah, but
even
you're
if it
gonna go
was-
from Strasbourg to. I agree. Obviously, from McKenna's position, you should.
Yes.
I don't believe if you're any talented coach, you don't go towards this Blueco model. I agree with you. But from Blueco's perspective, you've interviewed him for the Chelsea job. What? At least once
Before?
already.
Yeah, they interviewed him in summer of
Rate
2020.
him. We've done work with Ipswich. Why not just go get him? Because Gary O'Neill at Strasbourg, how long is he going to last there? I don't think he's that good.
No.
How long is he going to last at Strasbourg itself?
Or like, even if Gary O'Neill like does amazing and like gets them into the Champions League or whatever, or like massively overachieves or like wins the Conference League, I just don't see skills being translatable from Strasbourg to Chelsea. Like, that concept to me doesn't jive in my brain. Like I can't rationalize that.
Also, Blueco, I was under the impression that Blueco, in terms of managerial appointments, they want to essentially make a pipeline of managers that can translate to the same system that Rosenior is playing. Hence, Rosenior to Maresca, football not being too indifferent. As far as I'm aware, Gary O'Neill probably plays like 4-4-2 football, bro. Like, I don't know what.
He was playing 4-1-4-1 at Bournemouth. Wolves.
He played 4-2-3-1 at Strasbourg last game.
It was
I
three at the
don't
back.
know.
Wolves.
Yeah,
We're talking about Gary O'Neill. He played 4-2-3-1 last game.
No, last game I'm sure he did. I'm not saying he's like a specific back three coach or anything. I'm saying at Bournemouth and Wolves he played different formations because he had different players. He's not like an idealist like kind of manager like that.
Yeah,
it's weird. That's a weird appointment. But again, it's probably like they're playing E or F.
Mm-hmm. It's a hot mess. I mean,
you saying that they have this plan of this pipeline, and stuff like that. I think the only like in terms of that kind of thing is like a crack pipe. That's what they're smoking. There's no decision logic. I swear to God.
The decisions that they're making.
We went from we're gonna be super possession based, so we're gonna sign Gary O'Neill to Strasbourg. That makes so much sense. That makes so much.
I'm curious what the length of that contract is, because if it's like 3 years,
Who cares?
it's like, okay, he probably gets sacked.
Not going to get to the end of it. Who cares?
Yeah.
He'll either get sacked or they'll pluck him away for another job.
Surely,
or he'll become our manager.
there.
You know, so great three options.
I mean, I say surely there's a better manager out there. I do want to bring up some of the obviously Liam got the job, right? But there was a few other managers that were in that mix. Go ahead, Scott.
I'll say, we've been linked with buying Santos, right? I cannot wait. I cannot wait until Liam McKenna becomes Santos. I cannot wait until Kieran McKenna becomes the Santos manager, and you just got some random white Englishman managing.
Don't do this.
Oh wait! Oh, we're linked to buying Santos. I thought Santos was a manager.
No. We're linked with buying Santos the team, and
Rosenior
the way we're gonna ruin the legacy of probably the second most historic club in Brazil.
No. Unironically, we could probably buy our way to winning the Brazilian league.
You know, if
would that be worth much?
Probably not.
I don't think so. But like, there's not a ton of teams in that league financially.
I'll be honest. If we can guilt trip Neymar after this World Cup to just join Chelsea for 6 months, I would fucking take that shit in a heartbeat. Neymar in a Chelsea jersey, bro. 2010 me was dreaming of this shit when we were buying him because I was a fan. I've been a fan of Neymar since then. Bro, the money I would give to Blueco, that's how they buy me out. How old were you in 2010? I'm not gonna lie. If
how old were you in 2010? How old were you in 2010?
12.
You're a grown man now, bro. Your dream died.
Dude, he's still not retired. Okay, Neymar's not retired. Let me come on, man. Let me have this hope, man.
Bro, you're a grown man. You're a grown man. You pay bills, bro. You're a grown man.
I was gonna say pay bills, man. You gotta stop dreaming, man.
You're a grown man.
Let me read some of these tweets because I want you guys to see some of the managers that we were actually linked with and some of the brilliant things Liam had to say. Chelsea met Marseille manager Roberto De Zerbi in the summer. Are admirers of his work, but his appointment is played down. They also interviewed Kieran McKenna when appointing Maresca in 2024. Liam Rosenior at Strasbourg is a name to watch and will certainly be candidate. Any new manager won't have a different style of play. It will be permanent, not interim. There are multiple candidates, but not from a very wide field. Obviously, we're getting slimmer and slimmer pickings. So, Andone Areola, when he was asked about the links to Chelsea, I'm very happy here. My issue is not about these things, so dismissing it. Marco Silva also dismissing it. I'm not going to talk about links or rumors. If you want to speak about Chelsea game, we can speak after Liverpool. Francesco Farioli on Chelsea links. I'm staying at FC Porto. Sure, there is no doubt and there has never been any doubt about that. For me, leaving in the middle of a process has never been a topic. I am totally committed to the club. Then Liam Rosenior comes in. He was on the verge of, he was the number one candidate. Chelsea are convinced by Liam Rosenior doing an important job at Strasbourg, trusting young players to considered the ideal coach for Chelsea project. Maybe down the pipeline, but not now. Liam Rosenior remains leading candidate for Chelsea. Talks on their way between all parties. They are on it and are respecting the process as it's all the same ownership group. They need a replacement if Chelsea proceeds. They are checking. What else we got? Oops. They, Bluecoat, don't want to go for a normal coach. They want to go for an elite young coach. That's such an oxymoron. In order to continue the project at Strasbourg and then bring Liam Rosenior at Chelsea. Liam had this to say: Paul Winstanley is an outstanding, you hear that, Scott? Outstanding operator in football. I worked with him at Brighton. He said because of the work I had done, they were really interested in me moving over to Strasbourg and fucking get out of here. Over to Strasbourg and putting that into practice there. So already I felt like I had the board and backing of people who were aligned with what I wanted to do. Chelsea co-sporting director Lauren Stewart had been Hull's head of performance analysis when Rosenior joined as a player in 2010, a position he held until leaving the Man City in a very similar capacity 4 years later. Rosenior and Stewart were close throughout spending hours in the director's analysis.
This is so cap, by the way. This is so cap. Like,
I mean, he probably was.
No. Like, I believe they worked together. But if you're telling me Steve Bruce's fucking right back is going to be close buds with the fucking sporting performance analyst, whatever the fuck, who definitely works in the corporate office and has
a fucking famous
cubicle.
Last words right there, TKL. Anything but Pep Light, anything but Maresca. Careful what you wish for, bro. Careful what you wish for.
I'll say, considering the tactics we saw against Charlton were 90% identical to Maresca ball. Interesting.
If you need to learn anything from United fans, the grass isn't always greener, bro.
Well, guys,
that team is only playing 40 games this season, dog.
Think about what that...
Anything but Ruben Amorim, though.
Think about what that tweet was. They're trying to tell you that a right back and a head of performance analysis guy are going to be best buds at a club 15 years ago? Does that sound like anything that happens, guys? Come on.
I don't know what to believe, but Rosenior keeps coming out and saying, "Oh, I've always wanted to coach. I coached throughout my player."
No. I'm sure he's I'm sure he's always wanted to coach. That's no doubt. You don't get into managerial. You don't get into managing after playing for 15 years unless you really want to do it. Because they see both sides of the managerial game when they're players. They know what they're stepping into. Like, I have no doubt he loves coaching. Just the idea that a performance analyst guy and Hull City's right back are best buds from 2010 and have had a friendship since then is bullshit. That's bullshit, guys. That's fucking bullshit. Oh my god. That just never happened. Things that never happened for 800, please. Jesus.
Callum McFarlane will become Liam Rosenior's assistant at Chelsea as
There's this guy.
Understand Rosenior impressed.
This guy got a scruffy tap in for an equalizer and got an assistant coach job out of it.
I just read that second. Understand Rosenior impressed with McFarlane's handling of the squad over the last. Brother, I swear to God, dog.
Oh my God!
Yes, he really impressed me over the last 2 legs I saw him.
I'm so impressed with our loss at Craven Cottage.
This is insane, bro. All right, this is the coaching team. Liam Rosenior, Callum McFarlane, Justin Walker, Khalifa Cisse, Ben Warner, and Bernardo Cueva, who stayed.
By the way, Marshall, can I just point something out as well? When I said earlier about the Felipe Coelho thing, he's Mexican.
Makes sense.
When I said earlier about the Felipe Coelho thing, he literally bought the entirety of his backroom staff outside of Felipe Coelho. He bought all the guys he trusts. That Khalifa Cisse dude has been his assistant, I think, since Hull, maybe, or like he's been with him for a while. That Ben Warner dude, I think, was the head of analysis at Strasbourg, based on what I read. And then same with Justin Walker, he's been with him for a while. Felipe Coelho literally just got told, nope. He got left behind for a dude who managed 2 games, and like Pete said, got a scruffy tap in against one team and lost against the other.
Yeah.
This dude coached at Benfica. He's coached their youth teams.
What do Blueco have against previous employees who are being compliant with everything they've said? So many employees walked out on them and said, fuck this shit. And the ones that were loyal are being sent to the gulags in terms of the career, bro. It's wild to me. Like,
Bro, this is what they do.
This is sickening. Chelsea paid a market rate fee to take Liam Rosenior from Strasbourg, probably because he needed to bribe Mark Keller there a little bit. The fee paid for Rosenior was larger than Chelsea would have had to pay for other coach they interviewed for the post, former player Felipe Luis.
Hold on. You want to know why that is?
Why?
Because they signed these managers to these death row contracts.
Mm-hmm.
That's you guys realize that's all that means, right?
Yeah.
Like, yes, Felipe Luis probably wasn't on a 7-year deal to coach Flamengo or whatever the hell they would have had Rosenior on.
Oh no, Ben Roberts is back now as well, by the way. As goalkeeping coach, I mean. Marshall, this tweet for me is the equivalent of the one Pete brought up earlier. The reason that they paid this whole they paid an extra fee, they paid themselves.
Yeah.
Yes.
They paid themselves a huge fee to take the manager from one club they own to the other club they own.
This is like when you're married, like charging your wife to like do your hair. It's like cool, but like that's my money anyways. Like, okay, like I guess they could have charged Strasbourg 100 mil. It wouldn't have changed anything.
Yeah, Marshall, this is like having a single bank account and a joint bank account and taking it from one and putting it in the other.
Yes.
The same bank account, man. Just take the money, give
No,
it to
it's
your
two
wife,
different
put it
bank
to your
accounts. You
account.
own both of them. Like,
Yeah.
But
It's
used
so-
to
Bro,
have
they might as well just transfer between accounts. They didn't even have to write a check.
yeah.
But just obviously, I agree with everything you guys saying. But just alone, if this was actually legit and we were going for Felipe Luis, I thought it would have been a great appointment. I'll be so real for Strasbourg.
Why would Felipe? No. Why would Felipe Luis want to coach here?
I mean,
What?
I feel like
Why would
coming
Felipe
from
Luis
Brazilian
want
league,
to?
it
Why
is
would
it is a
Felipe
step
Luis
up to
want to
Europe.
No, why would he want to coach Chelsea?
Oh yeah, I don't fucking know.
He played here for 1 year and then went back to Spain. He said, "Fuck that shit." Why would he want to coach
no,
here?
he has no real ties to Chelsea other than the fact that he played
Like
for Chelsea.
Felipe Luis, if he wants to get into European football, Spanish football's right there.
True. Also,
Played there
I
for
was
10
gonna say,
years.
he's probably. I'm not gonna lie. At this rate, he's probably the next dude up once Simeone leaves Atletico.
Yeah.
He might as well
I can see
be.
that.
He might as well be. He played under Simeone for years. He's shown to actually be a pretty solid up-and-coming coach.
Yep.
I would imagine him transitioning to Spanish football as a manager is much easier than having to come over and learn the Premier League. Like, we don't even know if he knows English. You know what I mean? No
Like,
offense.
this guy is probably gonna, like, worst case scenario, he'll probably manage Atletico B for a year
Yeah.
and then get the job when Simeone leaves. Like,
Remember when they beat Arsenal in Europa League? They had that like Narcos-looking dude who was like 6'5".
no, what?
When Atletico beat Arsenal in the Europa League in 2018, and Simeone was suspended for one of the games, they had the
Yeah.
assistant coach on the bench, but like he looked like a guy out of Narcos. He was like 6'5", had long stringy hair, had like a crazy mustache. He was the assistant coach. That's Felipe Luis, man. That's his destiny.
Wait, that was Felipe Luis.
No. Felipe Luis is gonna be the next version of that guy, though.
Oh, okay.
But Felipe Luis managing Chelsea, like he has no attachment here. Like at least I can't imagine that he does.
Oh my god, your description is spot the fuck on, bro.
Yes,
Bring up the picture.
you know what I'm talking about. I know I'm right. None of you know
Peter,
I'm right, but I know I'm right.
Peter, how do you remember these weird, like,
Oh,
I just know you know. Just look at the picture. Yep. Yep. You know I'm right.
Narcos, Narcos.
Mhm.
I see it.
Because I
I
remember
see.
because Arsenal were playing. They were playing Arsenal at the. Arsenal were playing Atletico at the Emirates. Atletico got a stupid red. Arsenal took a lead. Griezmann scored because Koscielny fucked up. and then there was a crazy scrap on the touchline, and that guy like got off the bench and was standing next to Wenger because like Wenger's pretty tall, but that guy was like straight like looking down at him, and I was like, holy shit, that guy's like 6'6".
That's crazy.
What's happening?
Bro.
But yeah, that guy, that's Felipe Luis.
So apparently there's a break clause in Rosenior. There's probably a break clause in Maresca's contract too. Like there's all this, whatever.
Yes. This is what Poch and Marshall did the fusion dance. Yes. Yes.
Bro. Liam Rosenior
Dude,
has
that's
been
fucking Go Tanks looking ass.
Liam Rosenior was told that qualifying for Champions League is a critical target. I guess, sure. I mean, should be able to do it, but we'll see. From Sky Cava, apparently Rosenior is not a yes man, but he will fit into the structure better than Maresca did, I guess. Rosenior is seen as being able to handle the media better than Maresca. Probably. I can see that being true. I mean, he speaks the language, so yeah, and I feel like the media tend to.
Marshall bringing out the racism or the xenophobia, I hear it.
No, I mean, am
Marshall
I wrong in saying that the
Marshall
British
dipping in
media
his Clear Lake bag for one last ride, man. I get it.
Am I wrong in saying that the British media tend to be more favorable towards English managers?
Brother, no. I like for Chelsea, I genuinely don't think that matters. Everybody wanted to jump Potter every week when we lost every week. It didn't matter. Speaking English didn't save him. Like the thing that will make Rosenior better with the media is good results. But like if we lose to Arsenal, lose to Brentford, don't finish top 8 in UCL, like people aren't going to be nice.
Also, people, I want to point out this part right here, right? Sky Cat was pretty reliable. Rosenior won't have power to say, go and get me this player. We'll only be able to make recommendations to the sporting leadership team. Remember what we read earlier, right? That it wasn't true that Maresca had no power or say in anything. Now they're saying, yeah, he doesn't have say in anything, but he can make suggestions. It's the same shit. Essentially telling him, yeah, you don't really have a say. You can suggest positions, but we'll find
Their defense for buying Garnacho was, he was cool with it. You can't fool me.
Yeah, and
You're
he's
a
a touchline
criminal.
winger. You wanted a touchline winger. My God.
There, from Mr. Don Smith here. Chelsea believe Rosenior will be better at rotating players and accepting medical staff points.
Who is Mr. Dom Smith?
Sorry?
Mr.
Who?
Don Smith.
Okay, who is that?
Reporter for the Standard.
Click on his account. We're scrolling his tweets. Because buying a blue check doesn't mean anything to me. As a medical.
Okay.
Hey,
this guy is a source now? I've never heard of him. Have you guys heard of him?
No, but I guess he's a Chelsea source now.
Senior gets go. Yeah, look at that. It looks like he's...
Yeah,
All right, whatever. Mr. Dom Smith, you're a source now. Big up.
Bro.
Liam Rosenior is the first Chelsea head coach to win his opening game since Antonio Conte in 2016. I was told, did Sarri win his first game?
They're gonna say Community Shield counts, so he didn't.
Okay.
But like, whatever, bro. We lost the Community Shield with no Hazard. Doesn't count.
But yeah, that's the whole little manager roundup that was going on before Rosenior got appointed. Last thing to close out on is what the future brings for Enzo Maresca. And this is short and sweet. There's not much here. But Chelsea met Marseille manager Roberto De Zerbi. I read this earlier. Essentially, they were flirting. They were flirting with another manager while Enzo was there. Wait, why is this all repeating? Hold on. Let me fix up. I definitely messed something up.
He's got his news out of order.
Whoops. Yeah, I messed this up. Here it is.
Fail to prepare, Marshall.
Hey, I have it. I just
Very blue coalesce, very on point, very on brand.
You know, very on brand, actually. Fair enough. Here we go.
Are we doing Maresca agendas in the chat still, guys? Let it go.
Yes, there are still people doing that same
There's
thing.
still people out there. I'm over it. I'm feeding into it too, is the worst part. Maresca privately believes his side of the story on exiting Chelsea will be heard by all, though the 45-year-old is preferring to keep it to himself for now. Confidential has been told Maresca does not feel the time is right to speak in detail of his sudden departure, but he believes in the future everything will become clear. Enzo Maresca is admired by Manchester United and has strong links to Wilcox and Barada. Enzo Maresca is interested in replacing Ruben Amorim as manager of United. I don't believe half of these, but it is what it is.
Can you imagine Ugarte trying to play Maresca ball? Fuck.
Bro.
But, yo,
If he hated Garnacho,
the way
Dude,
he's
if you thought-
wording
if
this
you thought
makes
João
it seem
Pedro
like
was an issue, dude. Mateus Cunha right now. Fucking hell.
oh yeah, Maresca, you can come out, man, and other victims will come out and support.
Yeah,
you,
just
bro.
don't go to
Pochettino will
United.
come out with a book.
Hey,
as
hashtag
well.
me too.
Graham Potter will come out.
thing is,
Hashtag me too
thing
again.
is, like,
What?
so the thing, like, joking aside, like, we're so tired of Beluco and Clear Lake.
Yeah.
Maresca could basically say whatever he wants about them, whether it's true or not. And my inkling is to believe him.
Yep.
Like, I just,
Yep. Spot on.
like, we're almost past
There's a
the
common
point of, like,
denominator in all this. Yeah.
Yes, like, people didn't want to hear it when it was Poch because, like, you don't like Poch or whatever, terrorist, blah blah blah, 6th place, green Europa
Fair.
League, whatever you want to say. That's fine, right? Like, have your agendas. Like, we have many different coaches now, kind of being like, you know what, fuck these guys,
Coco.
and it's like, you know what, it's like, I kind of get it.
Bro, if Pierce Morgan gets some rest.
No, maybe is there might be something in his contract with Maresca. There might be something in the contract that
Like an
says
NDA or something.
A certain amount of time.
Yeah,
I mean, I
because
doubt it. He
when he
walked away from
left,
14
did
mil.
he not come out when he
Potter-
left?
Didn't Potter have one of those?
When he left, did he not say something like he said something like he's not gonna speak now about stuff that he'll speak later or whatever. So there must be some sort of NDA.
Didn't
Fine.
that's pretty normal.
So
like,
hey,
didn't
we'll be
Potter
there.
have one of those as well? Like, Potter didn't really do Monday Night
Yeah.
Football or anything for
Maybe.
a while.
I think, to be fair, I think some people, like,
yeah,
Even if
but,
he doesn't have
Potter's a cop.
I think even if he doesn't have an NDA, though, like, we've seen even, like, some people previously don't want to speak out in the moment because there's just so much noise and there's so much going on. Like, as an example, I know Lukaku did the same thing when he left Inter. Like, he said he was going to speak about that whole situation later, and obviously did that interview. It went really well. But, like, I think at the time it probably just wasn't the right moment for him to speak about that. And it made more sense to give it some time, like, let things kind of play out for a little bit. So there's probably he's probably just biding his time as well. Or there might be an element of him biding his time and waiting for the right moment, you know, for him to say something once it all kind of dies down a little bit.
To be honest, I'd be willing to hear out every manager that works for Clear Lake except for Potter. Just because I saw what Potter tried at West Ham, and I see how the Sweden job's going. I don't want to hear from you, really.
Oh, how's the Sweden job been going? I don't even know.
They didn't win a single World Cup qualifying thing, but they qualified for the playoffs via Nations League.
Yeah,
Oh, no, to be fair, he took over after the World Cup qualifying finished, to be fair.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He took 2 of the games, I thought.
I might have been the last 2 when they already couldn't qualify.
Yeah, they lost and drew anyways.
To who?
I want to say one of them was not Estonia, because I don't want to be disrespectful. It was like Slovakia or some shit, dude. It wasn't good.
Man said I don't want to be disrespectful.
I'm being serious. I'll look it up. But yeah, he took the job in October, I think.
Yeah, he definitely took the job after they were already confirmed not to be going, like, through World Cup qualifying. Obviously, I know that they can go through because of the whole Nations League thing.
Yeah, they lost 4-1 to Switzerland and they drew 1-1 with Slovenia, not Slovakia. My bad, Slovakia. I apologize.
To be fair, losing 4-1 to Switzerland ain't all that bad. They're actually quite good.
It's not good. You shouldn't be losing 4-1 to Switzerland. Not as Sweden.
4-1. Yeah, that's not. 2-1.
4-1 is not.
4-1's
No.
that's
Stop
dominant.
it. No. Especially because it was 1-1 at halftime and they just ate 4.
boy. They just capitulated.
Yeah, man, it is what it is.
Yeah.
Real
No,
envelope.
like, you know what I was thinking the other day in terms of, like, again, how incompetent this Blue Coat ownership is in terms of being greedy. Bro, do you imagine how blockbuster every single season since they've taken over would have been on All or Nothing?
It wouldn't have
Yeah,
been
but-
blockbuster. It would have just been chaos.
Bro, it would have been horrible for us as fans, but the neutral, they would have ate that shit up. Are you serious?
Yeah, but what does that
Season
do
after
for us?
season. Like, could you imagine how that dressing room looked during Potter when the fucking players don't even know where to fucking sit and there's no room in that dressing room?
There's a reason Chelsea under Roman never wanted to do All or Nothing or any sort of like documentary series.
Yeah. Oh,
There's
I
a
mean,
reason
yeah,
we-
under Roman, you know, it's that Russian espionage, bro.
No, it's not even that. It just makes your club look kind of unserious.
Yeah, unless you're actually winning, and like unless things are actually going well, like
Man City.
yeah, like Man City,
City-
it made sense. Like Man City
City
came out of
was-
that.
They came out of that better, but also they had like the drama of like David Silva and his wife like struggling like with their pregnancy. Like they had like a real life storyline mixed in. They were also kicking everyone's ass every week.
Yeah.
So like it's probably easy to make a documentary when you're setting a Premier League points record and winning a league title.
That's what I'm saying. Like I don't think I don't think Arsenal or Tottenham came out of theirs looking any better.
I mean,
Like
we're not looking
the-
great anyway,
the-
so
the-
that's
the-
why.
the one season, if I wanted it, or the 2 seasons I would have wanted an All or Nothing. If they had it back in the days, the first Mourinho season. Oh my God, that would have been that from the press. You start off with the press conference and just work your way up. Oh my God,
Light bulb
I
Arteta.
wish.
But like even then, like our most boring season of All or Nothing would have been last season. We actually, I mean, to be fair, we won.
Last
Club
season
World
would have
Cup.
been okay, but it would have just been distracting. I think I don't know.
The drama of the Poch season. Oh my God! Imagine that locker room once we lost to Middlesbrough. Fucking Moises Caicedo throwing his cleats across the locker room, bro. Oh shit, man! I can't.
Yeah,
I
We
can't.
beat him in the second leg. Don't worry.
Yeah, we beat him in the second.
Right.
leg. Exactly. Oh man! All right. Well, that's it for today's show. I'm done. I'm done. I can't take this seriously anymore.
Yo, I know it's not really the point of the show, but shout out to Danny Welbeck for that goal today.
Oh yeah.
That was
Yeah.
incredible. Manchester United are going to play 40 games in a 9-month season. That's very funny as well.
It's their least amount of games
So
since
funny.
1914-15.
Since people had to go fight the Germans the first time.
Listen,
And
listen. I'm not saying Amrin should have stayed in the job,
Nope.
but at least keep him in the job
Nope.
until the end of the season. 'Cause
No,
he was at least
no,
getting you into the top
no.
four.
Nope.
No, it's also not what they should have done.
What they should have done is sacked him earlier.
Okay, true.
What they should have done is sacked him in the summer and done an actual managerial search. Like it
There you go.
feels
Yeah,
like
that's true. That's
it,
true.
fe-
That's
it
true.
feels like they just sacked him because it got toxic, but they had like no actual plan.
No, that's exactly what they did. They did us, but worse in a way, because at least with
No,
us we had
I-
we might not have liked the plan, but there was a contingency plan with us afterwards. There's no
Nah.
contingency plan with Man United.
I'm
There is
convinced
no.
Roseniors
They
saw
fought,
what
by the way,
Maresca
sorry.
did
They
and said,
fought.
"Yo, you walked away from the bag. I ain't doing that. I'm
They
gonna do
spent
exactly
the-
what you did."
They spent the entire summer buying players specifically for Amarim's system
Oh my
to then sack him, and now they have no wingers at the football club outside of 2 who are currently away and both play on the same side.
Oh,
They
yeah,
don't have
Wembley's
they
coming
don't
back,
have
though.
a single left winger in the entire club.
Hey man, they have Rashford who's going to get bought permanently by Barca. It's all good, but yeah, it's kind of crazy how people who run football clubs, like, you assume a certain level of competence because of the magnitude of the position they hold, but like they end up making decisions where it's like, wait, my 14-month-old nephew probably wouldn't have done that. Like, why did you do this? Like the whole, oh, let's get rid of Amarin. Cool. Results have been shitty for his entire tenure. Why did you not have like an actual succession plan?
And you got rid of him in, like, again, one of the busiest periods of the year.
Yes. There was a whole like November break. You could have just gotten rid of him.
I can always count
Or-
on them to make me feel better about Chelsea.
Or like
though
even
it's-
West Ham with like getting rid of Graham Potter. Like they let him come back from international break, let him coach one more game.
Is Nuno
lose,
still there? Did he survive?
Yeah. He's still hanging
Okay.
on, but they're probably going to go down, so we'll see.
Yeah.
Actually, no, they're probably going to sack him, to be honest.
He was on the verge of getting sacked in the.
No, Slaven Bilic has been talking about wanting to come back to the club.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I think they're going to hire Slaven Bilic if Thingy gets sacked.
Hey, bring back Simon Bilic to the Prem, bro. I haven't seen him since West Brom. Right? That was West Brom?
Mm-mm.
Simon Bilic
was
was
it
at
West Brom or was it
no.
Everton?
No.
He was at neither of those. What are you talking about?
No, he was a manager for one of those clubs during the.
No, he wasn't.
Season. Wait, hold on.
Why
another
you-
one.
Wrong person. How do you spell his name? Does anyone know how to spell his name?
Slaven Bilic has. Oh no, he was manager of West Brom. Fucking
Oh my
hell!
god, Marshall was right.
Oh my god!
And then he went to Everton after Ancelotti left.
No, he didn't go to
That-
Everton. What the fuck are you
that didn't
talking
happen.
about?
You definitely made that up.
All right,
I
maybe
respect
the
that.
Everton part. I
I say he's managed 3 clubs in England.
Oh yeah. No, I was right. So who the fuck took over Everton after that? Fuck, I don't remember.
After Ancelotti,
Yeah, after Ancelotti, someone took over. I thought it was him as like an intern.
Rafa Benitez.
Wait,
Yeah.
was it Rafa? Oh my
think
god,
so.
I forgot Rafa was in the Premier League like
Bruh,
four
Bro,
Rafa
seasons
like,
ago.
he
Oh my god.
bro, I'm looking at his career like a West Brom and just following Jesus.
Bro, he was at West Brom. He was at West Brom managing oh my god, bro. Why am I blanking on his name? Our right back. He's one of our legends. Oh my god, I'm so embarrassed.
What, Ivanovic?
Yes, he was coaching Ivanovic.
I don't think he was.
Yeah, he was. Ivanovic was in his team.
Hey man, this Marshall might be cooking here. Who knows?
Let me
West
check.
Brom 2020. Ivanovic
No,
was in
it's
his team.
the 1920. Like he was there from the middle of 2019 to the middle of 2020, I think, or the start of 2020, whatever it was.
Okay, so it was around the same time.
Bro, I had Hal Robson Carnu in the championship. Jesus Christ!
hmm That's the same team that fucking cooked us, by the
Oh
way.
my god, no, he's right. Fucking hell!
Yeah, Ivanovic was in that team. I know ball sometimes.
Wow.
Marshall, random lore.
By the way, on a side note, I've just looked. Slaven Bilic hasn't held a job for more than a year since 2017.
Yeah,
I am ready, dude. West Ham, let's run it back.
bro, bring it back, man. I'm all for it. All right, time to wrap it up, boys. But big up to every single one of you in the chat. We're gonna rate out. Who are we rating out to? I think we're rating out to Sarcasm City. I think that's what I set it up to. I'm gonna check them again. But yeah, big up to every single one of you guys in the chat. Thank you for joining today's show. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Hopefully you guys had a laugh. Obviously, nice to have a laugh. You know, in spite of all the bullshit happening at the club. So. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the show. Be sure to smash the like up on your way out. Thank you once again to Don Hussam for the raid. Always appreciated. Be sure to check out his channel and enjoy his content as well. Let me go ahead and give you guys a raid message. That way you know what to copy and paste into Sarcasm City's chat when you get there, so they know where you're coming from. But yeah, smash up the like button if you haven't done so already, people. If you are new here, if you came from Don Hussam raid, be sure to subscribe to the channel. If you enjoy Chelsea content or you just enjoy talking footy in general, this is a good channel for you. We're on our way to 4K, then hitting that 5K milestone for a big surprise on the channel, so be on the lookout for that and help us towards that goal as well. And last but not least, memberships. 4 different tiers starting at 99p, and at the proper casual and higher tier, we give shout outs to the end of to the members at the end of every show, and that's going to go out to TA 1931, the Danzo, Mo Beta Blues, Platformer Guy, Gabriel A, Lanre Sadiq, A Soliman, EE, and Adrian. Thank you guys so much for your support at that tier, and thank you everyone as well who supports at every other tier. But big up to you guys. We'll be back again either Tuesday for a bit of an Arsenal preview, or just for the Arsenal reaction on Wednesday. So yeah, big up to you guys. Enjoy the rest of your night. Say what's up to Sarcasm City and have a wonderful night, guys. Stay casual. Peace.